last year. So I'm excited about today. It's going to be, I think, aggressive, and we'll see how it goes.
The 8 car rolls off from the 11th position, Dylan.
And Sam Mayer is +8 to the cut line. So where's the balance today of being aggressive but also staying out of trouble?
Yeah, you know, the biggest thing is you just got to get to the end of these races, and being above the cut line right now like we are, that means we've executed what we had to already in this run. So we just have to have another day like that where we just go out there, execute, have a good day on pit road, and I know the car is as fast as Xfinity Mobile, so that box is checked already. So
what is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great fucking day. Today, we got the Talladega Xfinity race. It's the United Rentals 250 from Talladega. Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
All right, some good sense of foreshadowing potentially there.
They shortened the race.
Thanks, Dylan. I feel like when you hear from drivers
because of daylight, you know, don't have a lot of daylight. So this race used to be I think 300. It used to be 113 laps, I think it was, but now they've shortened it to 94 laps. That's how long the truck race used to be.
You make it simple and clear. Be up front as much as you can and fight as hard as you can to stay up front. It's really that simple.
A lot of emotions today, too. So many in-race decisions. So much is on the line, Jamie. How do drivers try to contain their anxiety going into this?
Well, they might downplay it, but everyone's really anxious heading into this race. And I know we talk about the unknowns at Talladega, but I think the biggest fear are the knowns. We know that there most likely be some wrecks today, and it can collect a lot of people. So for these guys,
but yeah, it is the
to make it to Phoenix today can be a
like I said, it's a 200 or it's a 94 lap race around a 2.66 mile racetrack, so it comes out to just a little over 250 miles.
I'm just so excited that we were able to show exactly what Jay McMurray's normal dinner of choice is each and every night.
Race breakdown for today. Green flag is at 4:10. The stages. First stage is 25 laps. Second stage is also 25 laps, so that'll be lap 50. And then the final 44 laps is the final stage. Fuel run is 38 to 42 laps, so in the first two stages you will not have to pit under green, but in the final stage you would if it went green. Unless actually maybe you could stretch it out if there's because I mean they go back, it's 44 laps in the final stage, but then they'll probably actually pit with 42 to go. So, and then a few extra caution laps. They might actually be able to make it to the end. They might not have to pit at all under green flag during this race, but that'd be a dangerous game to play. And that's also if there's no cautions.
This is how you make crispy Korean fried chicken.
Wi-Fi speeds as fast as home, even when you're on the go.
It's native.
Good gods, I love native. Yo, we should give this to the mortals. You deserve native deodorant. It's got 6 clean ingredients, and it smells divine. It's not a myth.
Michael McDowell got the pole for tomorrow. Yeah, Kyle Busch starts third.
Am I in one of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand in front of the Statue of Liberty and talk about how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need?
Yes.
What happens in this one?
Seagulls.
Oh, I like it. How are you doing?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl is back. So first round, get your go-to. Second, have what she's having. What he's having. Go on, try that new spicy 3-meat sauce. Starting at $13.99 and back for a limited time.
NXT superstars, we all have a little dog in us. We all bring a little something to that ring that you ain't never seen before.
Who's Jeff? I don't know who Jeff is. Jeff Fabiano?
You never know what could happen.
We're more than a badge. We're a counselor. We're a mediator. We're everything.
Oh, that guy, yeah. He's cool.
Who are your
intentions with Captain Tall Drink of Justice?
He's just my partner.
Get out there and get shucking.
Yes, stop yelling.
The drink that's loose.
What about my caboose? Nobody told me about performance reviews.
You're not a cop.
Max.
You must be willing to walk away from anyone at the drop of a hat.
Max could be pulling another con.
I'm a police detective and you're my consultant.
You're no fun.
In Toronto's war on crime. I'm Detective Graff. This is Detective Bateman. The worst offenders are pursued by the detectives of the Specialized Criminal Investigations Unit. These are their stories.
The press is going to be all over this one.
This is not the kind of leadership we want our children to see.
When we removed the earth, we found this.
That's some concrete evidence right there.
You can't catch what you can't see.
Then allow me to state the obvious.
Okay, so what are we thinking?
That alibi has to be fabricated.
Then pull at the seams.
Sometimes the dead do speak.
That's putting it kindly.
What happened to him?
That's not your business. Law and Order Toronto Criminal Intent. New episode this Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
What's up, Jaden? What's this tweet?
It's the playoffs at Talladega, which means the racing today is going to be incredible. But you can't forget about the party in the infield, right? This is the reason that everybody comes to Dega. It's the Boulevard, of course, Parker. We know you've had some good times here, right?
That's cool.
I found myself out there. It's a great time, great vibes.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the racing. A guy that's not in the playoffs is in the Owners' Championship. That's Austin Hill, and he is a favorite today, Parker.
He is, and we said if you want to win, you got to not work with him and try to beat him. Well, what does he do so well? It's when he gets control at the front of the field and controls the pack. Line to line to line. It's unbelievable how well Austin Hill can control momentum, can see how other momentum is gaining on different lines, and is able to control that. That is what makes him so dangerous when he gets up front.
Well, I mean, the thing with Austin is...
Yeah, my win pick today is Jesse Love, who starts on pole, and then my boy Sheldon starting in 16th.
Two things line up.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch him today. But, of course, as we get ready to start today's pre-race ceremonies, Golden Corral would like to take a moment to thank our nation's heroes. It is a privilege to serve those who serve. Let's get out to our pre-race ceremonies at Talladega.
Please rise as you are able. Remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the Etowah High School ROTC presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome Motor Racing Outreach Chaplain Nick Terry.
Lord, we're grateful for every blessing in our life and the opportunity to be here at Talladega to enjoy racing today. As we pause, we also want to remember Grant Lynch, longtime track president here at Talladega. We thank you for his life and pray for his family. Lord, our desire is to honor you in all things, and we ask you for your hand of protection over today's race. So we love you, we thank you for our freedom, and pray for those who serve and sacrifice to make it possible. And I pray for each one of our drivers, their teams, and all involved in today's race for a safe day. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome the Academy for Classical Education Senior High School Choir from Macon, Georgia.
We
America.
What a way
Golden
to
Corral
kick
has
off
supported our
some great
veterans for over 2 decades through military appreciation nights, providing meals to veterans and active duty service members at no cost. And as a founding partner of Camp Corral, Golden Corral helps send children of wounded, ill, or fallen military members to summer camp each year. It truly is a special experience for those kids and their families. Well, Talladega has hosted 4 playoff races, but never in the round of 8 before today. We're looking to make a little history in the series. The Command is on the way. You're watching NASCAR Countdown live on the CW.
Back to the game I love. It's great to be able to keep up with the guys again. It's why I wanted more from my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active now. It's a difference I can feel, and they can see, and she can too.
Camzyos works by targeting what's causing OHCM, and it's proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be playing again. Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall.
No. What was that?
Yeah, Norm Betting will be back in
But at least
Martinsville.
you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight
I thought he had a
can
heart
charge you for
attack.
free
I was
anytime,
fucking terrified.
Anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
Jaden!
Thank you.
Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Slow down, honey.
Ah, a new driver. You need new insurance. Zebra compares over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Up to $400 a year.
Trevor!
Oh, look, it's my stop. The Zebra. We do the searching, you do the saving.
For 250 years, America has depended on the courage of those who serve. They've defended our
Jaden!
freedom and helped us become the nation we are today. At Wounded Warrior Project, we honor the past by building a better future for post 9/11 veterans, service members, and their families. They've given us their best. Join us in supporting them through the next 250 years of strength and resilience. Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/USA250.
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl is back. So first round, get your go-to. Second, have what she's having. What he's having. Go on, try that new spicy 3-meat sauce. Starting at $13.99 and back for a limited time.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
Yeah! Woo! What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
He actually sold the twins' naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
You need a tan? I'm your man. Could do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Racing here at Talladega can bring all kinds of surprises.
Great day to go race at Talladega. Go out here, get the job done, different, get our pictures made.
Iconic does not even begin to describe it.
Fans on their feet, waving in the air.
We'll come get this thing.
The place is packed. You want to win in front of the biggest crowds. They are rolling in the outside line.
Things get really dicey.
He's got some daylight. Oh, he's in it. There we go. Crash.
Talladega, you just kind of long for the ride.
Equal drivers, equal cars. That's what leaves the fans on the edge of their seats.
You can't win the championship at Talladega, but you sure can lose it.
But now that the chips are down, they're racing for the win.
You're a winner at Talladega, NASCAR's biggest wild card.
It is a beautiful afternoon here at Talladega Superspeedway, a place where having friends is an important element for success. But after last week, pole sitter Jesse Love may have one less driver he wants to work with. Jesse had a car he thought was capable of winning Vegas, and he did not like how Nick Sanchez raced him.
which erupted to this post-race exchange. Now, I checked in with crew chief Danny Stockman, who told me there is nothing to worry about. Last week was just a heat-of-the-moment reaction from his driver, Jesse. The goal is to keep the focus.
I wonder if they talked
on
about it
themselves
over
today,
the week.
Dylan.
And Kim, for the response of the 48 team, spoke with Patrick Donahue, the crew chief. He said, we're here to race. We didn't feel like Nick did anything wrong last week. Team owner Scott Borchetta, most importantly, doesn't feel like Nick did anything wrong. And ultimately, for this group, they're still trying to race for something. Even though they're out of the playoffs, 5th in points is still up for grabs. Nick is trying to learn what it takes to race up at the front of the field consistently. And for them, nothing changes today. They still plan to work with the 2 if the opportunity presents itself and it benefits them. For them today, they've won on a drafting track. They didn't qualify well. They know why. Think they can get to the front without issue. Time to go racing at Talladega. A win from a playoff driver today punches their ticket to Phoenix. Let's get the command.
Hey, Talladega Superspeedway, let's give a big NASCAR welcome to Marty Harris. By day, he is the Senior Vice President and Executive at Acon Global Services. But today, he is here to say those most famous words in motorsports. Take it away, Marty! Drivers, start your engine!
Woo! Engines are fired. Get ready for 250 miles of racing here from Talladega Superspeedway.
Bringing us back with 94 laps and the green flag on the other side.
From racetrack to road, Mobil One Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
Slow down, honey.
A new driver. You need new insurance. Zebra compares over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Up to $400 a year.
Trevor!
Oh, look, it's my stop. The Zebra. We do the searching, you do the saving.
Gillette Labs is just a fancy-looking Fusion 5? No, it ain't. It's Gillette's best shave. And its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
But apparently there's a furnace guy here right now, here to fix the furnace. Gotta love
Gillette,
that.
the best the man can
Fucking
get.
MVP, bro.
New Skechers Aeroburst. Running shoes that push the laws of aerodynamics. It all starts with Skechers Hyperburst technology. Supercritical foam that gives Aeroburst unbelievable response and propulsion. Plus a carbon-infused H-plate that returns more energy. Skechers Aeroburst.
Tonight, ignite your weekend with a CW Football Saturday doubleheader. First, Washington State heads to Charlottesville for a showdown with number 18 Virginia and their high-powered offense. Then, it's Pac-12 After Dark as Lafayette takes on Oregon State under the lights. CW Football Saturday, tonight at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific.
I see it all, but I'm human.
How can I keep going like this?
Who will listen to me when no one gets it? Is there a safe space for me? How will I handle it all?
We all have a reason. 988 can help you find it. We hear you. Call, text, or chat 988 for emotional support and crisis services. It's free, confidential, and here for you 24/7.
Dave Anthony here for Romano Subaru. Is the new SUV with an affordable monthly payment on your radar? Lease a 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Premium for just $229 a month. You heard me right, just $229 a month for a Subaru Crosstrek Premium loaded with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, blind spot detection, all-wheel drive, and more. So Syracuse, come choose your new Subaru Crosstrek Premium from our fantastic selection and lease it for just $229 a month. Romano Subaru, Hiawatha Boulevard West in Syracuse.
A bad car crash changes everything. The life you knew, gone. Pain, bills, lost work, nothing feels certain anymore. And your insurance company? No surprises there. They're offering you as little as possible. The Stanley Law, we won't settle for fast cash. The Stanley system means expert witnesses and leaving no stone unturned for every dollar you deserve. Let's make it clear. When your accident's severe, just get here.
Are you getting any benefits with your current checking account? With Benefits Checking from Seneca Savings, you get VIP access to everyday life. Enjoy local dining deals, travel savings, ID theft support, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and more. Savings for you that could add up to $304 a year or more. All this just for having the right checking account. Stop into any branch today and upgrade your checking. Seneca Savings, for life's journeys.
Good afternoon from Talladega Super Speedway. It's big, it's fast, it's unpredictable.
Bro, this season went by so fast. Will Don be here tomorrow? He said no, which is stupid, because, like, when we were watching football on Monday, he said that he would. But now he's saying that he's not. So that's some op shit.
Two drivers that have won right here at Talladega Super Speedway. I'm Adam Alexander. Jamie, I'll say it. You just can't.
And it's like it would make sense for him to come tomorrow.
No, there's nothing quite like
because the Bills have a bye week.
And it's a lot
I agree. That's what I tried telling him.
Unknowns, and no more than recently here in May when you saw Connor Zilic actually in a position to lead, gets involved in a massive wreck here and actually has to sit out the following week. Yeah, there's nowhere safe at this racetrack, and I think that was interesting listening to Connor in the pre-race talk about playing it safe today with his massive points advantage. That's a tough place to race at Talladega, trying to protect yourself. I know the team asked him to take it safe today, but I have to wonder if he's actually going to do that in the same position going for a win. I don't think so.
Every driver wants a mulligan, especially when you're coming to this place. I think Zilic has 2 mulligans, plus 82 is where he sits. The cut line is tight. Brandon Jones and Mayer are there. The anticipation is high. We are green next in Talladega.
Closed captioning for today's race is brought to you by Tableau TV. Pay once, watch forever.
Race fans, don't miss a single lap. Catch the races for free with Tableau. Plus, pause and record all the action.
There's a method to all this.
Nick will not be here tomorrow. He works.
A reason we do all this shifting, launching.
Yeah, I saw that.
And battling over a body.
Or no, there was something with the holder. He fucked up.
We harness this and put it in that, so you can feel like this. Now you're
the truck race next week. I'll be live for.
Olive Garden's never-ending.
You know, that's Martinsville Trucks. That's a fun race.
First round, get a favorite. Your go-to. Second round, be braver.
I'm all kind of expecting that it's only going to be a 4-game World Series. I really don't think that anyone has anything for the Dodgers.
On our new spicy 3-meat sauce. You know, throw some spaghetti.
Rafty is in San Francisco, so he will not.
Never-ending first course. Never-ending pasta bowl. Starting at $13.99. Back for a limited time.
Where are my contacts? Maybe you should keep your eyes on the road, Janice. I have to be able to see first flow, take driving very seriously.
Do you watch the Tubi NASCAR channel? Yeah, I have a few times, but not like regularly.
Are you saying I'm a bad driver? I'm a great driver. Janice! This isn't Mom's house. I have a date.
Oh, well, I refer to him as Raffy Devers, you know.
It's a new dawn.
Yeah, Raffy can be here tomorrow.
It's a new day.
He's busy right now, but you know he'll be here tomorrow.
For me, and I'm feeling good.
Vacations will never be the same. Welcome to the 4 parks of Universal Orlando Resort.
From racetrack to road, Mobil One Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
Sunshine, 86 degrees in Talladega, Alabama. Great Saturday afternoon for racing. Qualifying earlier today. Jesse Love on the pole. That's 7 straight poles for RCR here. Let's take a look at the starting grid.
You said it, Jesse Love on the pole and number 21. His teammate Austin Hill, both of them in the top 5 today. Listen to this. Richard Childress Racing has won half the drafting track since 2022. but the team's never won this fall Talladega race.
It's still just insane to hear those stats about them. As we look to this page, you see 3 playoff drivers in this group, and let's highlight Sheldon Creed, the 00 on row 8. He's finished in the top 10 in 4
Should invite
straight
Alex
Talladega
Bregman.
races. He needs one more today.
See, he opted out. He opted out of his contract with the Red Sox, so it'd be a little awkward right now.
Gonna start 23rd,
He is. He will be a free agent. Now, that doesn't mean that he won't sign with us. I think there's a good chance that he does re-sign with us, but he will be a free agent. So it'd be a little awkward right now.
Taylor Gray, they had a transmission issue in qualifying. They weren't able to post the lap. He finished 11th here in the spring. Got some work to do from back there. Taylor Gray, just a perfect example. There are potential winners throughout the field. 250-mile race today. Things will be electric and Talladega.
Yeah, I have Jesse Love winning. He starts off pole. I think he wins.
Well, it's all about decision making when you get to drafting style tracks. And you got to decide when to be aggressive, when not to be. And I want to learn all race long. As we get down to the end of these stages, you're going to have a couple of chances to work on what you're going to do at the finish. I think you're going to see the guys work on that. Most importantly, when we get to Talladega, though, you got to have some luck. You got to avoid the wrecks. You got to hope when it gets down to the last lap that you make the right decision and that the people behind you do as well. Storylines are plentiful when you come to Talladega Super Speedway. With that, let's get a couple of more from pit road before we turn them loose. Good afternoon, Kim Kuhn.
And Adam, in April, it was a photo finish as the caution came out that determined the winner here, with Jeff Burton finishing second to Austin Hill. Now, Jeff was very emotional after that finish, and this weekend he told me
it's always
it still
possible.
Stings thinking about how close they were, and he said it probably will sting a little bit forever. But he said after what happened earlier this year, we are hungry.
There's a video. I've never seen that.
We bring fast race cars. I know what I can do at these style racetracks. His confidence level is very high as a 2-time Talladega winner. He said today is all about redemption, Dylan.
And Kim, maybe the guy in the car with the least amount to lose today is Eric Almirola in the 19 car, with a car that can win, that isn't having to worry about points or the pressure of having to win. They can just go try their best. And as Eric said to me earlier, we can get on the plane at the end of the day pretty content either way. They do have some teammates today, namely the 20 of Brandon Jones, that are, of course, still in the championship fight. Eric said that they'll try to do what they can to not make things more difficult on them in the first 2 stages, but come stage 3, it's every man for himself. The 19 has a race they want to win for their guys.
Almirola, outstanding with that win last week at Las Vegas, but one driver he was keeping an eye on the entire evening last week out west, Jesse Love.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty bad video. Like, if anything, it would really actually make sense to make that video about Sheldon Creed. Yeah, like, thank you, Jaden. Yeah, like that would actually, like, he literally has like a curse.
Well, a lot of optimism out of the 2 team here. Danny Stockman in a good mood right now. Set that car on the pole. Jesse Love's done a great job at these style tracks. RCR, we talked about the dominance they've had, so a lot of confidence there. Danny Stockman's always been a great hype man, and I like it. You know, he's always hyped when his car's up front, especially in qualifying. I would have a lot of confidence in Jesse Love and that whole race team here to keep that car up front. We know they've done it before. Talladega Super Speedway just embodies what NASCAR is all about. The history, the tradition, the camping, its geographical location. It checks every box. And here's a great perspective of how massive this place is.
Here we go.
Of the Lucas Oil helicopter.
Wait, it is about Sheldon? Then why do you say about Jesse Love then?
Drivers starting out front today.
Okay.
Jesse Love, who has his eye on the trip to the championship 4 on the pole. Next to him,
then that makes sense.
250 miles. And one of the great race.
All right, here we go. Green flag is in the air. We are racing from Talladega.
We are green at Talladega Super Speedway. Already there. Christian Eckes right in the back bumper.
25 lap first stage.
On the top, that's going to rocket those 2 out in front. Yes, so you know they'll let those front groups hook bumpers through turns 1 and 2. Once you get to the back stretch, you got to release, let the car go. You cannot push all the way around the racetrack. You know, yesterday in the Truck Series,
Jesse Love clear for the lead.
Aggressive with the pushes and how far they carried it. I thought they put NASCAR in some tough spots. We'll see how that pans out today. They continue side by side into turn 3 for the first time. such a long ways around here. At the start of this race, it looked like that inside row was going to be checked out as the momentum came back on the outside. See that all race long, start-finish line obviously being way around here on the front stretch. High-speed pace lap through the tri-oval. Jamie said it. Start-finish line right there. Jesse Love was already trying to control the lane, and they came off the 2 on the first lap there. William Swallow was able to come back on the outside, as you mentioned, Jamie, and that was really from the push. Carson Crawford got to his back bumper through 1 and 2. It's pretty even lines right now. This is when you're just assessing which line maybe has a little more momentum. Everyone's trying to figure out their cars a little bit. Remember, no practice. You only had 1 lap in qualifying to feel your car unless you made the round 2. You got 2 laps, basically.
Taylor Gray started last and was 25th by the end of lap 1. That's crazy.
Is handling going to be a thing as we watch Jesse Love move up there to the top side to protect that top lane and right back to the bottom? Yeah, typically you'll see that bottom line stay a little more organized. When you're in the second groove on the outside, you see Taylor Gray on the very, very top in that white and yellow 54. They'll make it 3-1. And then the second, the outside row gets shorter and shorter. And whatever line is longer typically has the most momentum. Look at the run. It's Sheldon Creed right there on the outside, the red, white, and blue. 00. Yeah, the middle line there got checked up, and you see how separated they are right now.
Hey, Jaden, I have a question for you.
Line to form up and get a bit of momentum. Sheldon Creed dips out of that, and that white and blue 00 there into the center line and left Nick Sanchez on the outside. Pops back to the outside now. Creed going to the outside of Brandon Jones. Let's get an update. Driver 20. Here's Dylan.
Are you ever gonna apologize to Jackson Churio?
The 20 team had a little radio scare at the
Poor
start
guy.
of this race. Take a listen.
All my stuff's brand new. I just had it worked on this week in this victory. Neither one of you have done it right to me since we started talking. Y'all have been standing to me the whole time. So bad.
The problem was on the backstretch. Brandon was having trouble hearing spotter Chris Lambert. They said that Lambert was going to be critical.
Okay, Jaden, you're a psychopath.
One of the best spotters on the roof spots for Denny Hamlin on Sundays. They switched to a backup radio, and the problem.
I mean, I literally have told you 100 times what you'd be apologizing for.
A bad cell signal, and you're trying to comprehend what somebody's saying. They don't have time in the cars to think like that. When the spotter says something, you need to make that decision immediately. If you're trying to process what they're saying, you think about how aggravating that can be, partner. And there's the idea of if your spotter isn't talking or talking, you think there's issues. You go, yeah, and what's happening, and should I make this move, and did they see that or not? And so it just adds so much of you questioning exactly what's happening at that moment, and you can't have that when you have to make split-second decisions. Brendan Queen, 11.99. Connor Mozak, a couple of drivers we don't always see racing in the Xfinity. Contact right here. Yeah, just a little bit of a checkup, it looks like, right there. They did a nice job. That could have been bad for the 99. Gets into the back of Brendan right there. See, they lost their momentum. That whole row started to check up. I'm liking what I'm seeing on the top, though. If we look halfway back in that pack, the red, white, blue 00 car, Sheldon Creed is really committed. He's got Nick Sanchez right behind him, who has a fast car. It's kind of affiliated with the RCR group, great engines. But Sheldon's committed, and they've got 3 or 4 guys behind them also committed. And if you can keep that group together, they will be able to work their way to the front. I don't know if they can get all the way to the front, but that bottom line, sometimes those get checked up with people on the entry to the corner and allows the outside to catch up. And then as they work their way forward, I wonder if some of those guys in that middle lane start jumping up in front of them to continue to help the energy in that outside lane. We're 6 laps in. It's stage 1 at Talladega. I give you the Mobil 1 leaderboard. Jesse Love, William Sawalich up front. And they're there with Waffle Eckes and Jeb Burton. You're watching the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Don't go full screen. If you go full screen, okay, good. Better not go full screen at all during this race, or I'll be very, very angry.
To ride. Mobil 1 Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Vacations will never be the same. Welcome to the 4 parks of Universal Orlando Resort.
You know what's crazy? We're eating breakfast and none of us are morning people.
I blame it on the bacon.
I concur. Cheers.
Cheers.
Concur.
I know, right?
Sounds good in my mouth. Concur.
I read it in a book.
Word of the day.
I concur. I concur.
Sarah Benzino. Brandon Coley. Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What did she call her?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
We actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
You need a tan? I'm your man. We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
My scalp needs a little extra love, so I'm trying Head & Shoulders Bare. Welcome to your new scalp.
Welcome.
With just 9 ingredients, Head & Shoulders Bare helps soothe your scalp and controls itch, dryness, and flakes. All with no sulfates, silicones, or dyes. Is this a cult? No, it's a shampoo.
Your hair looks great. From the #1 dermatologist recommended brand, Head & Shoulders.
Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4, and you're doing donuts in victory lane. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Oh, Cole's mom. Now that my kids are out of the house, I'm starting to notice my house. A little update goes a long way. With an extra 20% off store-wide, you can update your home and your closet. This is Mama's house now.
So how did these three end up in this Vegas speakeasy with a story no one will believe? It began with ringside seats from BetMGM. That meant anything was possible. Like chatting with this guy, not that guy, this guy, who knew another guy, who gave them a password that led down here, through here, and along here. Oh, not here. And helped them open this door. Actually, a bookcase with a hostess named Jules and an epic spot. Make it a night where anything can happen. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
Saw you were scoping out my tires the other day.
I need some new ones. I was going to ask you what those were.
Good eye. Those are Arturo tires. They really grip on the street and the trail. Cute dog, by the way.
Stylish all-season tires from a company with an off-road racing heritage. Arturo
First stage, only 25 laps.
Take a risk and make your power play by heading to your local lottery retailer to win the game for tonight's estimated Powerball jackpot of $295 million.
You would not see me tomorrow. I'll tell you right now. I already knew that answer. I will be out.
How about this racing? I mean, we got a little bit of a breakaway here at the front, but then behind these first 4 or 5 in that bottom lane, maybe 6 of them there, 3 wide, a lot of shucking and jiving and dicing going on.
It's been all over the place. A lot has happened here. The third lane came into spray there for a second, was led by Shout Screen. They got all the way up to maybe 3rd or 4th.
Oh, I edited the New Hampshire video. I have it set to upload on Monday at 4 p.m. So that'll be out on Monday at 4 p.m. like I just said.
Maybe the ones that whenever one of the RCR cars are leading. But other than that, it seems to be very even across the 3 lanes.
Yeah, right here with Jet Burton, State Water Heaters on board camera.
Yeah, a lot of those guys you see in the middle are actually on the bottom. The previous lap, they've moved up. I think everybody's trying to figure out where they can get to the front the best. You see that white, blue number 21 right there. You do not want to get those 2 cars hooked up, and they are now. It's going to be a really hard group of cars, both being RCR. We know how dominant they've been at these tracks. And the guy behind them in the green and blue number 19, Eric Almirola, has won at the cup level at tracks like this. Always a threat when we come to the track.
Jesse Love is in a comfortable place, leading at Talladega. Led 28 in the 2 laps here last year. Led 50 laps here in the spring. He's now led laps in all of his 12 career starts in the draft. This kid is so impressive.
I feel like they should have made this race just an even 100 laps. I feel like that would have been better than 94. It's awkward.
Do what he's doing right now is flat impressive.
And to your point, just watch how often he's moving that car lane to lane. It's multiple
I know they had to shorten it because of the sunset.
Covering different lanes, killing their momentum, then seeing another lane get momentum, covering that, and he moves all over the racetrack. And who did he really learn that from? I feel like in a lot of respects, the man behind him, the 21 Austin Hill, who's probably the master of doing that exact thing. Jesse Love has really gone to school on that, and he's showing it here today. He consistently moves at the exact right times to cover those lanes.
Let's listen to their team as he executes out front.
So by 1 1/4 to 21, 3 to the bottom, 27, no help up. Help us up. 1 1/2, now 7 help on the 27, too far detached, so hands up, come down half. All right, now stay off, keep 21.
As you listen to the communication between the spotter and the driver, I can't tell you how mentally exhausted you are when one of these races is over, because as you listen to all that as a driver, you're trying to process it. You're also looking in the rearview mirror. The whole time here, he sees the 21 coming up behind him, and you're trying to time out. Are they going to pass? Are they going the inside? Are they going the outside? And then everything that spotter's telling you, when these races are over, you're just mentally, you're just exhausted.
Over halfway through our first stage, Love has led 11
So
laps.
got very loose there.
And he continues to control this field. But
Oh my
boy,
God.
is he working hard out front. And this move was key for Love to get ahead of the curve and take the top spot. Starts on the pole, and he is in charge. Driver 2 getting it done at Talladega Super Speedway.
Men, get ahead of your curve with a bump. Explore Peyronie's disease treatments at GetSomebody4PD.com.
Your new bike is officially protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer. You can now safely go wherever the wind takes us.
That's right.
It was one of those books that smelled bad, but in a good way, you know?
Didn't think this through, did you?
No? You go without me. The owner and I aren't on speaking terms. Apparently the refills are limited. It's not okay.
Oh, trouble! Here we go! Oh man, what a hard crash! Jesus Christ! That was a hard hit. Who even was that?
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl.
Oh
is
my
back.
God!
It's the first
What a
round.
vicious
Get
crash!
Your go-to. Second round, be braver, bolder.
My God!
She's having. What he's having. Get that third round of breadsticks.
That's a big, big crash. Oh, Sheldon's involved. Great. I think it was Sheldon who took the hard hit.
Try it all with our never-ending first course.
Brandon Jones is involved.
Starting at $13.99. Back for a limited time.
Ryan Sieg.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just
Man.
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere.
My God.
And do everything you need to get back on the
That was
road.
a huge crash.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Sam Mayer's involved.
It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
That was a 12-minute, 57-second green flag run to start the race.
Vacations.
Jordan Anderson involved.
Welcome to the
Brandon Queen is involved.
Universal Orlando Resort.
Harrison Burton's involved.
The new Skechers Street Hikers. Cozy premium suede styles with a sneaker-like look and fit. Featuring fun, loose, relaxed, stylish fits with fiercely cute designs. Get stylish comfort everywhere you go in new Skechers Street Hikers.
From racetrack to road, Mobil One Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
That was huge. I want to see a replay of that.
At Talladega, and with that, the wheel and caution lights are on. Wheeling the official warning lights of NASCAR and America's most trusted manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. Playoff drivers involved. You see the heavy damage for the 00 of Sheldon Creed. His teammate Sam Mayer got a piece.
Oh, Creed is
Brandon
definitely
Jones
done.
was damaged. We highlight Jeb Burton is the big
I mean, that's
one
like
who
the most fucked up I've ever seen a car.
Right, this is through the trials when the cars are most on edge right here. You see Jeb gets in the back of Sheldon Creed, gets loose, goes up the track, and gets into a variety of...
Actually, I guess it wasn't as hard as it looked, but
It almost looks like the 00 had to check up
at
a little
first.
bit, getting loose. Jeb got into them a little bit, knew he was slowing down and moved up. I'd like to know what was in front of the 00, or did he have an issue? You see he's right behind Sawalage. It's like they all checked up just a little bit. Yeah, kind of the accordion effect. Jones hooks him in the right rear. And that is the most treacherous place of Talladega for these race cars. The car's the most on edge through that triangle, especially on the bottom. It's very flat. There's very little banking, and any sort of touch in your rear bumper really upsets the car. You said that correctly. Obviously, Sheldon was checking up a little bit, not getting to the back of William Sawalage there through the triangle. Jeb got in the back of him.
Yeah, I was editing a video earlier today. Or I was editing that video earlier today. I think I was sitting too close to the screen.
From just how on edge the cars are through this section right here. Yeah, you see all those cars stacked
I need to
up
get
on
some
each other.
ibuprofen.
The backs of these cars are just
My headache. I have a little bit of a
extremely
headache.
light. Part of the reason being is
They're
that
gonna have to
there's
do
no
some work to
banking
the
there. Once
safer
they get
barrier.
into turns 1 and 2,
So that's probably they're probably gonna stop the race. Yep, red flag will be coming out here in just a second.
Sliding through all that, I would like to tell you that was skill. His eyes were closed. What happened right there. Rob Bourne here of Jet. So there's the tap of the rear bumper of Sheldon Creed. He moves up and tags Brandon Jones there.
And he got some damage.
A little bit.
But overall, he was able to see through. And I rewind to the springtime. He had damage in that race, too, and was in position to win it.
Yeah, and as you watch Jeb there, I think it would be easy to blame him for what happened, but he's trying to check up. The back of his car's light. He's trying to gather that. He didn't want to move up. It's almost, that's just where his car ends up. The 20 was on his outside. And as you said, Parker, it's just such a sketchy part of the track for all these guys.
Ryan Sieg had his car destroyed. Harrison Burton gets damaged. Jordan Anderson roughed up.
That sucks for
We'll
Sheldon.
give you the car count on how many were involved and how bad the damage is in just a second. First, let's go 27, Team Radio and Jeb Burton's group.
00 got loose or something. 00 checked up. I ran in the back of him, and then that just all hell broke loose.
And as you listen to that, it happens fast, right? Inside the car, and I thought that was exactly what we saw. He wasn't sure why hell broke loose, right? It all happened so quick inside of the car, and it just takes such a slight contact there of the 20 getting into the right rear quarter of Sheldon, and then once the wreck starts, it's just you're along for the ride when you're behind them.
And it's early to be pushing through there.
That's something you do later in the race, later in stage 3, when you're really trying to make up time, make momentum happen through there as you're fighting maybe particularly for the end, towards the
Red flag hasn't come out yet, but it's going to. They're still working on the cars.
He was trying to play it a little bit safe when he caught William Sawalage in front of him, but in doing so, it sort of set his
There you
destiny.
go. Red flag is out at 4:29.
With these drivers that have received damage.
I'm gonna go get some ibuprofen.
He's now shown -6. Sammy Smith is in the game, but he came in 24 points out with everything that has transpired. He now showed 10 below the cut line. Brandon Jones was below the cut coming in. Same for Sheldon Creed. They've lost more ground. And Carson Quapple, 22 out when the day began, +6, and he's running in a pretty good spot here today. The big one happens in stage 1 in Talladega. Playoff drivers involved, 10 cars damaged in this crash that brings out the caution. We got inside of 10 laps to go. Stage 1. You're watching the Xfinity Series on CW.
From racetrack to road, Mobil 1 Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
When you think work, you think boots. You think boots, you think ending the day with the same number of toes you started with. Because you're thinking heavy equipment. You think heavy equipment, you think construction. You think construction, you think welding, torching, and hammering without the smashing, puncturing, and scorching. Now you're thinking on your feet. And when you think feet, you're thinking boots. You think boots, you're thinking Ariat.
Dinner time is going to be easy tonight. Wings to go for game time. They say patience is a virtue. I say game's on in 15 minutes.
Which is why we got to go. It's to go time. I'll go start the car.
Consumer Cellular is lowering the price for those 50 and up. Get 2 unlimited lines for $30 each. That's just $60 a month. So switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage satisfaction. Visit consumercellular.com today.
Oh, Cole's mom. Now that my kids are out of the house, I'm starting to notice my house. A little update goes a long way.
With an extra 20% off store-wide, you can update your home and your closet.
This is Mama's house now.
My scalp needs a little extra love, so I'm trying Head & Shoulders Bare. Welcome to your new scalp.
Welcome.
With just 9 ingredients, Head & Shoulders Bare helps soothe your scalp and controls itch, dryness, and flakes. All with no sulfates, silicones, or dyes. Is this a cult? No, it's a shampoo.
Your hair looks great. From the #1 dermatologist recommended brand, Head & Shoulders.
He does know he's in public. Oh, he doesn't care. When a young homeowner starts to turn into their parent, it helps to show them just how bad it can get.
So they just hang out here.
Naked? Yeah. But, believe it or not, she's made progress.
Really?
They don't have changing rooms here? No, they do.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Why is he eating his lunch in here? You're asking the right questions.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express card. Sheldon Creed, one of the drivers involved in this early crash here at Talladega Superspeedway. Backing things up, going to pull it into the garage. Window net is down.
There's no bodywork left on that race car.
And starting to look like a modified, you know? Brandon Jones sitting idle. We're now under the red flag, and so these teams can assess what they want to do. But because we're under the red flag, NASCAR rules indicate you can't work on the race car. So you put your plan in place so the minute that we go back to yellow, you can start the process to getting things where you want them. As we get ready to celebrate our nation's 250th anniversary next July, the CW is honoring the people who make our country so special. It's all part of My American Story, and we're kicking things off with NASCAR's own Connor Zillage, who's got an incredible story to share.
Hey, I'm Connor Zillage. This is My American Story. My parents, my mom and my dad, have been behind me since day one, and this sport is not easy. There's been a lot of uncertainty along the way. Nobody in my family let me quit, and I think that's why I'm sitting here today. Every day I wake up and I remember 10-year-old me with a dream, and 10-year-old me is what motivates me. Like, I wanted to get to the highest level, and I wanted to be winning races and championships. Nobody's going to sit around and wait for you. You got to put the effort in and wake up every day knowing that if you don't do it, somebody else will. Winning a championship, I'm guessing you would probably see tears out of me.
Brought to you by the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed.
I would say there would be tears if he won the championship. There should be.
Of course, what a season.
Yeah.
This
Well,
has been.
I think that's a great comment by Connor right there. A lot of times when you see emotions, not just from race car drivers, but from athletes in general, it's because of how hard they've worked to get there. Everything that they sacrificed, everything that they've done. And when you finally get that major success or that huge win,
you already
it's
feel
like
a
just
little
a
better.
sigh of relief, and the emotions sometimes overtake you.
And living up to the dream. that
I don't know. I don't know if I have some sort of like placebo effect, but whenever I take ibuprofen, I like immediately feel better.
Especially in the motorsports.
It's weird. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Maybe it's a placebo thing, but you know.
And with the season he has had, the ups and downs and everything that's incurred this year, I definitely would not blame him for being emotional.
He's in the round of 8, so is his teammate Sammy Smith. They're just outside the top 10 as we sit here.
Red flag is still out here at Talladega Superspeedway in Lincoln, Alabama, after a huge crash. Made them have to take some repairs to the safer barrier.
I mean, they cleared out just right in time
For Sammy, you wanted to hit on your spotter there, but that's really just on the brakes, kind of looking around, and it's instinct to get through.
Wednesday night, we'll be streaming Suns. The Suns will be back. They'll have their first game of the season on Wednesday night at 10 p.m. I'll be live at 9:55. Excited for that.
They're sort of going as they get hit into each other and go, okay, this is the path I'm going to go towards. It's those cars in the middle of that pack that we say is sort of the danger zone. The reason being, it's not only because it's most likely where the wreck will occur, but for if you're trying to avoid it, you have so many cars behind you that can run in the back of you and force you into the wreck. If you ride towards the back of it, it gives you a little bit more time. Well, your reaction is to get on the brakes hard immediately.
77 laps to go here. Lap 17, sitting under the red flag.
There and gets run over.
We referenced that we're under the red flag. Part of that is cleaning up all the debris from this big incident, but they also had to do some repair, as you can see here, to the safer barrier. AMR safety team is on it. We're back to Talladega in a moment.
Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Let Gazoo Racing break it down for you. NASCAR is a bracket system with eliminations at 16, 12, 8, and 4. How to advance, win races, or survive the cut. Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4, and you're doing donuts in victory lane. And trust me, Toyota's ready for victory lane. Now you're up to speed. In.
Slow down, honey.
A new driver. You need new insurance. Zebra compares over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Up to $400 a year.
Trevor!
Oh, look, it's my stop. The Zebra. We do the searching, you do the saving.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd have to use life insurance with Ethos. It is so fast and easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
What if I told you that one of the best things you can do to improve the look and performance of your car could be done for under $20 and in less than 30 minutes?
Fix your cloudy and weathered headlights with Cerakote's #1 best-selling ceramic headlight restoration kit in just 3 easy steps and without power tools. Just wipe, sand, and apply. It's that easy. Cerakote restores and protects, and for as long as you own your vehicle, it's guaranteed. You can trust Cerakote with over 60,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait until it's too late. Buy today for under $20.
Fish. Are you certain that's a good idea?
Yeah, I'm just gonna zap it for 20 seconds.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. So when you need the right high-quality promotional products, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time, that's the certainty of 4imprint. Wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team by visiting 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
The newest show in the iconic TV series Law & Order Toronto, Criminal Intent, is on the CW. From the same team that brought you the original series, this time a new city.
I think the sunset time is 6 p.m. local time, so 7 p.m. our time. So we still got 2 hours and 21 minutes to complete this race.
Today it's the NASCAR.
If that were to happen, if it comes to that, the next time they cross the line, it would be 2 laps to go.
And we're under the red flag because
once it hits that time.
One, middle of the triangle.
Yeah, you see right there in the middle of your screen, the yellow number 20 get turned. It's going to come back up, hook Sheldon Creed. All these guys behind trying to avoid. It's just so hard to do. We've referenced
Jeff NASCAR, that's the official.
Red and yellow number 10 sneak through. A few of those guys, they get a little bit lucky. Look at Sammy Smith right there sneaking through.
Right, with this such a treacherous part of the racetrack. The cars are so light to that travel. Any taps here are going to upset the car in front. That's what happened to Sheldon Creed and Jeff Burton, who went up the racetrack a little bit and got into Brandon Jones and caused all this. It's what we see often in Talladega. You put a pack of cars.
I should hurry up with this repair, you know?
Like this. Tough break for the Ford family of drivers. Harrison Burton got damaged. Creed done for the day. Sam Mayer had a wounded race car. Ryan Sieg also done for the afternoon. Down to Kim.
Ryan Sieg is out of the care center.
Out of the care center, and we just watched that replay, and you were tensed up and kind of holding your breath watching it again. So what can you tell us from the seat of your car on what happened?
Yeah, I just saw the 20 sideways, and then I was just along for the ride and just thought I was through it, and then the 00 just came right up in front of me, which I didn't even have time to brace, so it's like those are always a little harder when you don't know nothing's coming, but it looks like the some of them guys were pushing a little heavy through the travel where the cars are already light. They've been pretty, free all day, and then just a little heavy on the pushing at lap 13.
Were you surprised to see such a big wreck so early?
Of course. It's lap 13. But well, we had a fast side forward. We're making our way to the front like we needed to be and tried to stay out of the wrecks, but sums up our 25 season, just wrong place, wrong time. But just hats off to everybody there. It worked so hard with Haas and Syapps and Ford. Just sucks to end so early.
Gotta agree with Ryan there. It's been a tough season for them. It seems like anything that could go wrong has gone wrong at times for that race team. But I agree with him on the fact that, lap 13...
Today is Alex Cora's 50th birthday, so everybody wish Alex Cora a happy birthday.
Stage 3 or the end of a stage in terms of going
Do it
for the
now.
points at that point in time. Because the cars are just so hard to push through there. It's a massive risk that you take through there. And I think what caused a lot of this was Sheldon Creed playing it a little bit safe, trying not to get in the back bumper of Sawallich, and Jeb just didn't react quick enough to
The red flag is still out here on lap 18.
Red with that and have an opportunity to go over to the CW garage and say good afternoon to Carla Metz.
Yeah, holding things down here in the CW garage. Adam, a lot happening in this race so far, but a lot of happening in the sport earlier this week. Some big headlines to get to in the series this week. One immediately impacting Viking Motorsports, who announced this week that Connor Mosack will drive the number 99 for the remaining 3 races of the season, replacing Matt DiBenedetto. And then an even bigger announcement, right? Justin Allgaier's crew chief, Jim Pullman, going to finish out the season with the number 7 before moving to RCR to become Kyle Busch's crew chief in the Cup Series. That's going to happen next season. Allgaier told me this week, he said, yes, of course, I was sad when we sat down to talk about it, but I told him, you'd be crazy not to take this. He said, I'm just happy to have been a part of his story, to showcase his abilities. He's worked so hard his whole career for this opportunity. And he added, Adam, I'd love nothing more than to end this time, his time at JRM, with another championship. So these next couple of weeks mean even more for that 17.
Yeah, Pullman told me this week, Carla, that he's looking forward to working with a couple of Hall of Famers next year at NASCAR's top level. But I just think of the residual impact in 2026 of all these changes at Junior Motorsports. 25 has been magnificent, but that organization is going to look totally different next season.
Definitely will, and I think for Jim Pullman, this is something he always wanted to do, is to race on Sundays and go have that opportunity. And it's a shame for Justin Allgaier, of course, with all they've done together. I feel like Justin really handpicked him and wanted him to be the crew chief of this 7 car. It led to finally getting that championship. That's going to be tough to replace, and a big risk for Pullman for some people, I think, in terms of going there for to work with Kyle Busch, trying to get him back to victory lane. I'm of the opinion Kyle Busch still can get back to victory lane.
I tell you what, if you zoom in on that headset just a little bit, you see Jim Pullman's nickname right there. They call him Pooh Bear. Great guy. He's been around forever in the sport. He's worked on a lot of teams that I've been a part of. I remember when he was a tire changer. I think it's really cool, and we saw that the Connor Zilic, American story. Same thing for these crew chiefs, right? I mean, he started out, he's raced a little bit, but he's worked his way up the ladder, and to get to go and work with a guy like Kyle Busch, good for him. I think everyone in general in the garage is thrilled for Jim.
Let's continue this theme and get a little 7 radio here.
That's probably why you have won most popular driver multiple times and hopefully win it again.
I really, really want to make a comment right now about you going to the Cup side, but it's too soon. Even though I'm joking, I don't want you to think I'm mad at you.
I'm not trying to get the full context.
Yeah,
I'm missing something here.
We missed the first part of that story, but those two guys have been friends for a long time, and I think Justin's very sincere when he says that he's happy for Jim being able to move on. It clearly puts Justin in a unique situation where you possibly, you won the championship last year, he's going to be in a position most likely to win it again this year, and he's going to have a different crew chief next year. So, yeah, it's a unique situation for Justin.
Getting word they're going to refire the engines, lift the red flag, go back under caution as we wait things out here. Back to the care center and more with Kim Coon.
That's right, Jeremy Clements released, and you came out shaking your head, and you looked at me and you said, unreal. What was your take on that incident, and then what took you out of the race? Because when you drove the car behind the wall, it did not look that bad.
Kim, I didn't even break a sweat. I mean, we barely got going and just trying all the different lines, seeing what our all
right, so the red flag has been lifted.
Trying to be as fast as Xfinity.
There's about a 16-minute, a little under 16-minute red flag there.
The 74, and then we were all
back under yellow.
I saw the 20 get jacked up, and then from there,
I was just in the middle of it, so I still haven't seen the replay, but yeah, it's just unfortunate. And once we started going back, I'm missing about half my left front brake rotor, so I had no brakes. So unfortunately, we were going to need to make minimum speed and then fix that, so we weren't able to. But here we go. Oh, okay. 27. Oh yeah.
What are you seeing? What are you oh-yang?
Well, it looked like the 27 got in the back of the 00, shot him into the 20, and then all carnage broke loose. It's Talladega. I just hate we were 13 laps in the race and not 94. That's unfortunate. I want to thank Chuck Kuhn and all the guys from All South Electric, Chevy, everybody coming on board, Alliance Driveway Solutions. But we'll just have to go to get them at Martinsville.
Jeremy had a top 10 finish at Bristol in the playoff.
Good luck with that.
Last few weeks, not as good, and today ending with disappointment as well. And this kind of a home game for them, not too far from their shop in Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Typically, when we have a wreck like this, it calms everything down for just a little while. Everybody's like, okay, we've gotten the wreck out of the way, and things will calm down until we get to the end of the stage.
Well, it thins the field a little bit, too,
Really,
which takes a lot of energy out of the pack, for sure. And I think it's a reality check for a lot of the drivers as well who saw what happened there, that instant through the tribal to say, okay, maybe I don't need to push through that right now.
Red flag was officially 16 minutes, 19 seconds. Everything is back prepared and where it needs to be. Pit road is open, and it looks like some drivers are going to come down here. Zillage, Taylor Gray, Dean Thompson, a few rookies. And you can pit here and then stay out at the end of the stage, make it to the end of stage 2. Let's follow up and get reports starting with Dylan.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised to see the 88 coming down pit road. They were very, very adamant just to try to take these first couple of stages. They get some stage points here, try to have things locked up for Phoenix just to do it on points, but they will come down here and change at least right side tires and go around to the left to make it 4 tires. Connor was pretty happy with his race car, said he felt like it was pretty good, so we'll see if they're able to maybe drive back through the field here in the final 7 or 8 laps or so and maybe score some stage points.
This might be a show, or yeah. you just hang at the back, take care of your race car, and then you.
Sheldon Creed is out of the care center.
Pit at the end of the stage. We had a special visit from some of our favorite WWE NXT superstars recently, who really got the full NASCAR experience, from taking part in a pit crew challenge to hitting the go-kart track with some racing tips from Sam Mayer and Cole Custer. Here it is.
How's it going, guys? Yeah, we're excited to show you guys around and see what we do around here.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I ain't gonna lie, I like this one. Yeah, this is pretty sweet.
I think it was Trek absolutely clobbering the barrier, but he's used to clobbering things.
Yeah, that was about the coolest thing I've done in a long time.
Brought to you by the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
1 minute, it's smooth driving.
Come on.
The next, a crack. But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Nice.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
SafeLight repair. Come on. SafeLight replace.
Go to SafeLight.com and get it fixed now and pay later.
Limu Limo at your service. Here to help you save hundreds by customizing your car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Probably should have gone the other way.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Dinner time is going to be easy tonight. Wings to go for game time.
They say patience is a virtue. I say game's on in 15 minutes.
Which is why we got to go. It's to-go time. I'll go start the car.
As we mark 250 years of America, Wounded Warrior Project honors those who serve. They've given us their commitment and sacrifice. We're here to give them a brighter future. Our programs and services help warriors access VA benefits, improve mental and physical health, and thrive for a lifetime.
Sam Mayer is done for the day.
Join us in supporting them through the next 250 years of strength and resilience. Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/USA250.
Turn right.
This is how you make crispy Korean fried chicken.
Wi-Fi speeds as fast as home, even when you're on the go.
We are getting ready to crown the champion.
Championship weekend is coming back to the desert.
Let's get this party started.
4 title races in 3 days means there will be a buzz in the air all weekend long. Whether from the grandstands, the infield experience, or the hillside, this is your chance to witness history and make championship caliber memories for the whole family. NASCAR Championship Weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Get your tickets now at phoenixraceway.com.
Looking for a cable news network which respects all Americans? Then you have a new home with News Nation. See why News Nation is news for all Americans. To find News Nation on your screen, go to newsnationnow.com. I'm ready to go racing again. Red flag of nearly 17 minutes. And extended caution period here with this accident, but we're going to have 5 laps to go when we go green to end stage 1.
The current leader is
Getting ready to go back green finally.
That brown car there on the bottom. We didn't get really to tell this story a little bit, but where did he got to in lap 11? He was 16th. By lap 15, he was first. He gained 15 spots in 4 laps to get the lead this race right as that wreck happened.
Well, be attentive when we go side by side because a lot happens and you just don't miss it if you really pay attention. Among the things that happened a while ago, not just the big crash, but Nick Sanchez getting to the front. He's in control, 5 to go. RCR cars lined up outside, and Sam Mayer is taking his car to the garage. And it looks like they will
back
be
green
done for the afternoon. Go.
One thing to watch for here is those the front 2 rows, how they can get locked together. You see the 2 car moving around a lot. It was not only him on Austin Hill, but Allgaier got into the back of him. Look at those cars dancing around as they're trying to get up to speed.
Bouncing around, the same for Allgaier. Right behind them, outside lane, green and white, Toyota number 19, Eric Emerald.
And as you see the 21 in the middle or on the outside kind of move away from Sanchez, it's because he had a little bit of a run and didn't want the side draft to slow him down. And look at those 3 hooked together, Parker, driving by them now.
And what he could see the left of him was the 18 there of William Sawalich disconnect from the 48 of Nick Sanchez. And he knew the 2 on his bumper, they had the momentum down the back stretch. Just get away, don't add any side draft to them. They already
the Alfredo's done for the day.
And now lead the pack.
The pack is very small.
What the 88 was going to do after making that pit stop, look outside lane. New tires, here comes 88 of Zilich, and right there with him, Taylor Gray, who also made a pit stop.
And his teammate Carson Quapple moved up when he saw that right there to get that momentum for the 88. Jesse Love and Austin Hill go to cover the top lane.
Austin Hill has jumped to the race lead. It's the RCR duo out front, 3 wide behind him. Bottom lane, Sanchez. This is Allgaier outside Quapple. As we watch this racing 4 to go in the stage, here's Kim.
Sheldon Creed released from the care center. Part of that incident ultimately taking you out of this race. What happened from your perspective?
Yeah, I got to see a replay, and I don't know, it kind of looked like the 27 was pushing me to enter the tri-oval and got me a little free, which really wasn't a big deal. And then, yeah, for whatever reason, he kind of shot up the track and got the 20 in the left rear and got me in the right rear. So, yeah, I don't know. Kind of the bad part about having super speedways in the playoffs is I think if you're way down, yeah, it gives you an opportunity to win and be in, but yeah, you just lose a lot of control of your destiny. So, yeah, just hate it for everyone at Haas Factory Team, Ford, Roush Yates Engines, Road Ranger, Pit Boss, Ollie's, Mr. Jackson, Haas Automation, everyone that works on this 00 car every week. Just, yeah, was hoping to have a good day. And, yeah, now we have to watch it from the infield and come out to a win next week.
No doubt, 8th DNF of the year, must win next week in Martinsville. Coming at 2 to go, stage 1, Hill, Allgaier, Love out front.
Jesse Love just got so close to being turned there when he went up to try and cover Carson Quapple in the top lane. This has been madness as they've all moved around trying to get around the 21. You mentioned the 48 was the leader at the restart. He's all the way in the back of this pack, had no help on that bottom lane as the momentum died on that.
One of the things we mentioned at the start of the show was kind of the keys to winning, and I mentioned use these stage breaks to set yourself up for what might happen at the end of this race. If you're Austin Hill and you're leading, how are you going to defend? If you're Carson Quapple, you see the 3rd row car back with the Bass Pro Shops on that. What are you going to do to try to get to the front to get a win? How do you generate that run?
What a move by Jesse Love, but I don't think he's going to have the help here. He got great momentum there off of turn 2, dove to the bottom of his teammate Austin Hill, and now Connor Zilich's buddy moves to the bottom to help him out.
And look at Zilich, came down pit road, pushing his way to the front. Taylor Gray, the driver.
Coming to the final lap of the stage, Austin Hill is the leader.
1 lap to go as we come by this time.
Interested to see if that outside road can generate any type of a run right here.
Yeah, here they go. Final lap of the stage.
Final lap, opening stage. Hill in control, but they are breathing down behind. Zillich right behind their most recent winner in the draft. Love is there. Quapple trying to make it happen in the outside lane. And so many playoff drivers in this mix that desperately need stage points.
Oh, Jesse Love moves up to block the run. Coming on the outside. Is there any momentum up there? They're all stalling each other out.
How about Connor Zillich? Makes the decision to come down pit road, restarts outside the top 15.
Here comes Allgaier.
To get there and trying to win.
He has a run.
It's RCR versus Junior Motorsports to win the opening stage here at Talladega. And remember where the start
And Austin Hill is going to win stage 1 at Talladega Superspeedway.
Number 21, Austin Hill, his 7th stage win of the year, and his 15th
About a
stage win.
4.5-minute green flag run
Hill wins it. Allgaier second. Love gets some much-needed stage points.
to end the stage. I have to pee.
And the same for Eric Almirola. What an opening stage at Talladega Superspeedway. We're off and rolling. It's a playoff race, and you're watching it all unfold live on CW.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Zoe?
That's the one. Today, you're meeting for coffee. Megan, I love you. And then before you know it, hey, you're meeting the family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
News Nation's shaking up the competition
in a way that no other cable channel has.
It's out with the old and in with the new.
News Nation beat CNN and MS combined.
News Nation, news for all Americans. To find News Nation, go to newsnationnow.com.
Ryan Phelps is calling all first-time car buyers. We currently have the strongest first-time buyer program ever. Our program requires no cosigner and zero credit. Good interest rates on vehicles up to $26,000, often with less than $500 down. No credit, no cosigner, good rates, amazing dealer. Ryan Phelps Auto, located in Auburn, Phoenix, Sodas.
Sucks that Sheldon's out.
A+ reputation and nearly
I wanted him to win.
First-time buyers.
They don't even get to have that hope.
Everyone is buying from Ryan.
You need a roof that will stand up to our severe New York weather. Heavy rain, strong winds, snow and ice. Our Comfort Roofing System will. We understand how a roofing system works and give you peace of mind that will protect your home through every season.
Hi, Fritz Chantilly here. Our Comfort Roofing System uses top quality components from underlayments to shingles backed by a 50-year warranty.
Upgrade now and save 10% with 0% financing and pay nothing until your project is installed. Visit comfortwindows.com today.
It starts with an idea, a seed. Homegrown, hand-picked. A team grows in Brooklyn. Season opener, Wednesday at 6:30 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years. Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. And by Bristol Myers Squibb.
Brandon Jones would have had the
Stage
free
one
pass,
complete
but
for the NASCAR
entered
Xfinity
pit road
Series
while it was
at Talladega
closed.
Super
So,
Speedway. With that, the wheel caution lights are on. Wheel the official warning lights.
what is up with those
NASCAR,
safer
America's
barriers? Look at
most
those.
trusted
What the fuck?
manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. What a thrilling finish. And I said it there coming to the line. Just pay attention to what's happening here, because it's a preview of what we're going to have at the end of stage 2 and more importantly, at the end of this race. This is big, getting those stage points. Allgaier gets them, and he's probably going to advance anyway. Came in at plus 44. Jesse Love, though, we had 3 stages in the round of 8. Number 2 has been outstanding. Connor Zilic comes back and gets some stage points.
And Jesse Love wins the active award there in those last 2 or 3 laps. He moved through every lane, trying to find the momentum, trying to find a partner to push him past his teammate there, Austin Hill. He couldn't make it happen, but he definitely was trying the hardest of anyone out there.
I also want to mention Nick Sanchez. He restarts in the lead, and he referenced it. I mean, he comes from the back to the front, and then on that restart, he goes back to 14th at the end of the stage.
He got stuck on the bottom and he couldn't get up, and it's one of those moments or those instances where every decision you make is the wrong one. Sometimes everything goes your way. For him, those last 4 or 5 laps, every move he made, that lane just kept going the wrong direction.
Curious to see what strategies play out here too. Do you get 2 tires, you get 4 tires, you maybe think fuel only? And then also, what do you do if you're Connor Zilic, Taylor Gray, Dean Thompson, some of those drivers that have already made a pit stop? Zilic is coming. Progressive Pit Road is open. Here's Kim Coon.
And for the 2 of Jesse Love, he said the car is really good. Just need more grip. So you see that track bar going down to fuel only for his teammate Austin Hill. They would put tires on it. He said really good out front. Could stand to be 2 numbers freer to drop down more than 1 lane, Dylan.
Eric Almirola, 3rd from the bottom, had some feedback I've never heard before. He said, my car doesn't want to pull through the tires, so they're not going to make any chassis adjustments or anything. 4 tires and fuel. 4 tires and fuel for Justin Allgaier as well. Pretty happy with his balance.
Race off Progressive Pit Road. Josh Williams comes off first, plus 11. We'll investigate what happened there, what kind of strategy. Love gets a spot. Zilic picks up 1. Nice gains for Taylor Gray, and Austin Hill goes 4 in the wrong direction on that cycle of stops. Stage 2 coming up on CW.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing starting within 5 minutes. It also reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. What a great day. What a no-take day. What a messed up.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Back to the game I love. It's great to be able to keep up with the guys again. It's why I wanted more from my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active now. It's a difference I can feel, and they can see, and she can too.
Camzyos works by targeting what's causing OHCM, and it's proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be playing again. Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What did she call Harper? Oh, we actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Bipolar 1 can overwhelm your mind. Sometimes depressive lows and unpredictable highs can make it hard to get out of your head. Finding relief may help you break through. Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs, Vraylar treats depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Proven full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms. Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks. Vraylar, right from food to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
Getting ready for stage 2. Let's do our golden moment, presented by Golden Corral. Had that crash inside of 10 laps to go stage 1. Watch Connor Mozak, 99.
This couldn't be any closer as you watch these guys start to spin in front of him. He has nowhere to go, right? Oh, he had to think that he was toast.
Welcome to Viking Motorsports. The bad news is he just made his pit stop too fast exiting, so he'll have to come from the rear here to begin stage 2. Kim?
Sam Mayer released from the care center. Part of that incident, the team tried to get the damage fixed, ultimately ran out of time on the DVP. So what do you make of the incident and then your team's effort to get it back on track?
Yeah, I mean, we did a really good job getting it fixed. Like, that thing was really messed up. But they did a great job, like, getting it rolling, like, where we can actually go. And just missed the DVP clock by a couple seconds. So, a little bit silly. I wish we were still racing because I feel like we're going to see a lot more of that. But obviously, I'm going to be sitting here and watching with you guys. So, we'll see how it goes. But huge shout out to everyone at Haas Factory, Ford, Audubell. I was really looking forward to this one. We talked about that earlier, but yeah, just a bummer that we could kind of sit back and watch the points kind of just go away from us. But just really proud, and I know that we can go lay a heater down in Martinsville and be just fine.
That's Sam Mayer, like he said, was very excited for this race until ultimately being taken out.
Well, we talk about that DVP, damaged vehicle policy. You get 7 minutes to work on your car once you've been involved in a crash on track, and then you get a lap to go. You go back out. You got to meet minimum speed, and if you can't get your car repaired, you're done for the day, and that's the situation for them. So that's what he's talking about there. We look at the standings now as they run at the end of the stage. And a huge change, not just at the top in the advantage for Zilich, which was big anyway, but for all those drivers right around the cut line based on where they were entering this race. Carson Kvapil came in below the cut. He's now +3.
That move you did where you jumped up in front of the 88, that was really good. Doing those kind of things, just trying to make something happen instead of sitting there not knowing what to do. That was a good move. But later, with like 2 laps to go, there weren't enough numbers up there, I guess, to do much at the end like that. 10-4.
So I've got to agree with Dale Earnhardt Jr., their team owner of the one car. We were talking about it in break with the one where he moved up to go to cover that top lane when there was only 2 or 3 cars. There wasn't enough momentum. It lost him a top 5 position.
Now got less than 2 hours to complete this race.
To 9th, basically, Kim.
Yeah, and I talked to Carson about Junior being on the box. He said, we're kind of a bunch of misfits on this team. For some reason, it keeps everything running smoothly, having him on the box. And he actually said he likes when Junior occasionally chimes in on the radio.
Here we go.
Some of these cars you see up front stayed out at the end.
And back green.
Because they with 7 to go. So the front row, Dean Thompson, Kyle Sieg. Big push outside lane 2, Jesse Love. He wins the race on pit road, and here he comes.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see Jesse Love not be very patient right here. Want to get back to the lead. He's got Dean Thompson. You see they're locked together. They're going to drive away a little bit. He gets off of him right there. The group behind him now is going to have a big run. Jesse's going to pull up and block right here, already to the outside of Dean Thompson.
Thompson did get credit for leading a few laps there under caution after staying out. Second time he's led this year. Had a great outing earlier in the campaign at Rockingham. And speaking of Rockingham, the guy that crossed the finish line first there before being DQ'd, Jesse Love, he's once again in charge at Talladega.
Taylor Grayson started last, had an issue with the transmission in qualifying, didn't get to make a lap. It broke on his out lap, started at the back of the field after they got the car fixed. See him running right there behind Connor Zilich in 3rd place right now. And this is what Jesse Love wants to see. And look at all the single file that's going on. They've
they've transitioned to the top of the track, and fans always ask, you know, why do you guys do that? It's never planned. It's just kind of circumstantial. It's the way it works out. But after the chaos we had in stage 1, you're totally content right now with moving to the top and riding around for a few laps.
And some of what caused this really early on is with some of those cars that stayed out, it really broke up the front of the field there. So they all navigated the top, and Jesse Love did a great job of just pushing out Dean Thompson. Connor Zillich drops to the bottom there, trying to get a push from Austin Hill. Almost gets tricked right there. See if he can clear the 2. I don't think that's going to be possible. He can. Wow. What I thought about the crossover. Best buddies, trading spots at Talladega. You got to love it. This is a little rivalry building between these two.
Well, the only reason that works is if you have a little bit of a run, the distance around the bottom is so much shorter, but you got to time it out right. It's got to be where you have the momentum on entry and then be able to slide up in front of the car. And Connor's in a great position leading, but he's got 2 of the best right behind him who are not going to want to leave him out front.
And the thing you have to protect against is the 21 and the 2 basically doing the same move to him, but together there'll be no way to fight it. Almost impossible to react to quick enough. So that's what he'll be watching for in his mirror. As they do that exact thing, drop to the bottom, forcing him to stay up top, and now the 2 RCR cars are leading the bottom lane. Hey, some drivers we got today. You mentioned Taylor Gray, starts in the back, has worked his way to the top 5. Blaine Perkins in the top 10 as well. At least he was last time around, scored 12th at this point, but he's another driver that started in the rear and has had some really good flashes in the draft. Love out in front, 3-1 behind him. Sanchez down low, that red white number 8 is Sammy Smith. Austin Hill working that group. A lot of Chevy presence at the front of the field.
Sammy Smith got so lucky right there. He went to block and didn't move up quick enough, and then got stuck in the middle. Unfortunately, a bunch of guys came down to help him, and he's in a good position, but that could have been disastrous for him.
Look at Daniel Dye, 4th car in line, bottom lane. Last time around, he was 12th. Now he's working on a spot inside the top 5. He is there.
48 super fast. We've seen him go to the back, and now you look, he's back up into 2nd place right now. He's made some good decisions, has worked his way all the way back to the front.
And look what's happened to Austin Hill. If you get in the wrong lane, up top right there, didn't have the help. He's fallen all the way to the backside of the top 10 here from fighting for the lead just a lap ago. That's how quickly things can happen, not in your favor if you don't choose the right lane and have the right help. Fruitful day for Sammy Smith, who continues in the top 5. Came in minus 24, plus 20 right now for the man that won here at Talladega last fall. Mayer comes in above the cut line. He's now fallen below and almost lost a lot of positions since the restart. He's now 23 below that cut line as they run almost halfway home stage 2.
Top is getting super organized, but the guys on the bottom aren't content, and they're not just going to ride right here. You see how much shorter. You see Sammy Smith slide up in front of Sanchez there. The 2 car, though, is doing an exceptional job. He's one of the few that can control both lanes, not lose the lead, or if he does, he only falls back a position or 2, and then is able to get right back to the front.
Let's give some love to Christian Eckes, blue and yellow, number 16 in the low lane, solid in qualifying today, made the 2nd round. He has not finished in the top 10 all season long in the draft, but that team has speed. Colleague has got a great history, especially here at Talladega, and this kid from New York showing what he's got side by side for 2nd.
And I'm loving this, how there's no dominant lane. It seems like no one's content to ride up there. They just want to try and find a way to the front. The bottom lane can get the momentum to go towards the front. The top lane sometimes controls, but then the bottom lane forms up and has his chances. Jesse Love drops down to protect there against Christian Eckes. The momentum is coming there. Now Eckes to the top.
And the one thing that I would do if I'm leading this is I wouldn't run right up against the wall all the way around the top. I would almost run the middle and then kind of guard them outside, because you cut a lot of the distance off, and then when those guys go to the very bottom, they're not able to cut so much off that they can slide up in front of you.
That early caution hasn't changed the level of intensity here in Talladega for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. We look at our Mobile One leaderboard. Jesse Love out front. He's led 17 laps today. Eckes, Smith, Allgaier, Zillich there as well.
From racetrack to road, Mobile One Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. feeling good.
Vacations will never be the same. Welcome to the 4 parks of Universal Orlando Resort.
You know what's crazy? We're eating breakfast and none of us are morning people.
I blame it on the bacon.
I concur. Cheers. Cheers.
Concur.
I know, right?
Sounds good in my mouth. Concur.
I read it in a book.
Word of the day.
I concur. I concur.
When you think horses, you think boots. You think boots, you think cowboys and cowgirls. You think cowboys and cowgirls, you think honky tonks, Friday nights, and $2 beers. Because it's payday. You think payday, you think hard work and all the people who do those things that make the world work. And now it's Saturday night, rodeo night. So you're thinking horses, which means you're thinking boots. And when you're thinking boots, you're thinking Harriet.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Yes. Hon, the WeatherTech's here.
WeatherTech is the ultimate protection for your vehicle. Laser-measured floor liners, no-drill mud flaps, cargo liner, bump step, seat protector, and cup phone.
What about my car?
WeatherTech.
There's a reason we do all this shifting, launching, and battling over a bottle of champagne. We harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Our goal was simple. Make it all fit. That feeling of being part of it all. That's why we went to work on this game. You want to feel NASCAR the way we live it. Time is now.
This one's built for the fans, for anybody who wants to experience what it's really like. From the sound, to the speed, to the venues. All there's left to do is fire it up. Closed captioning for this race brought to you by Tableau TV. Pay once, watch forever. On board Ryan Ellis. Cruz into the draft, scored outside the top 25, but staying out of harm's way. And you know, growing up in the Midwest, you and I know this, everyone would always say, if you don't like the weather here, just wait, it'll change. It's kind of like the race out front of Talladega. If you don't like the leader, just wait. It's going to change right now. Justin Allgaier, the man.
I was going to say, at the front of this field, there's no cruising. And there is so much movement happening constantly, lap by lap. Cars are going from the front to the back as you see Austin Hill get to the back of Justin Allgaier there at the front. Nick Sanchez is back into the top 3. I think it was about a lap ago. He was probably 10th. He keeps going back to front so often.
The one thing that I like to see Allgaier doing, though, is he's not committed to run that really top league. I mean, right before he went to break, I mentioned maybe kind of run the middle. Well, he's run the middle and the bottom.
Really Taylor Gray slow on the backstretch, yeah.
Taylor Gray, we talked about the transmission issue he had in qualifying. But they've got something else wrong here as he's coasting back. Let's listen to what he has to say.
It might be transmission, driving out, I don't know, I think the pile.
Yeah, the back bumper there had a lot of fluid on it. It was real dark, which is probably an indication of some fluid coming out of that race car. So obviously mechanical issues continue to the 54 this weekend, not in their weekend.
Ironically enough, it was the other rookie at Joe Gibbs Racing that had a mechanical problem that took him out here in springtime, William Sawalich. Sawalich started 15th today, currently 14th. Battle at the front continues to be between two veterans, Justin Allgaier leading Austin Hill. And as we come back to the start-finish line, this time 7 laps to go.
Do you think the RTR cars are a little more vulnerable than what we've seen in the past? Like, I feel like in the past, it's just constantly they lead the whole race. We've seen a lot of different cars up front today.
And your indication of that is look where Jesse Love is. He's at the back.
Shuffled.
He's got shuffled all the way back. We've seen that happen to Austin Hill a couple times. If you don't choose the right lane, it just looks like the runs are so massive today. We talked about this in the pre-race show. Austin Hill mentioned it. Every Super Speedway race is different. They have their own personality. For whatever reason, they react differently. As Eric Almirola throws it to the middle there.
but for that reason, you have to evaluate it on the day, and this one is showing to have huge runs and having the ability for everyone to make passes right now.
Allgaier's doing a tremendous job. He's running that low line. When he sees the run come on the outside, he'll move up and slide in front of him. He's able to get back down. He's done an incredible job of being able to maintain that track position better than I feel like we've seen anybody at this stage in the race.
Look at this 4 wide, 6 to go.
Oh! There we go, trouble! Oh, man, that was another hard hit. William Sawalas, who's that in the 99? Man, that's a hard hit.
William Sawalas, and there you see his race car.
Huge impact for
Damn, yeah, that's a huge impact.
You saw him get turned and
Is he all right?
head on into the wall.
Who's the Dean Thompson in the 26? Who's the 99?
Horrible feeling when you're
Connor Zilisch has damage. Damn.
front of the field, up the racetrack. A little damage there for Connor Zilisch as well. The right front sort of pushed in. They might
Lewis Verstappen streak end.
the tire.
Heck,
But
maybe.
your eyes went directly to it out of my right.
What is it? Is it top 2 since like April, or is it top 5?
They weren't really.
Well, I know it's at least top 5, but is it top 2?
And that's usually an indication of where you're going to see some bumper tag, just like we saw here.
Daniel Dye's right behind Jeff Burton. It almost looks like Daniel Dye moved up a little bit, and Harrison Burton was there, and he didn't know it.
Leyland Honeyman, the 70 there. That was the one right there behind Jeff Burton. But yeah, you're right. It's exactly that. It's when you're sort of not following the same.
It was about 11.5-minute green flag run there. That might end the stage, but they also might go back green. I don't know.
Barely gets through. And you know, Harrison Burton, who was involved in that first crash earlier today, they repaired the damage, and he too is able to avoid this.
So we get another look at it here. Yeah, you see the 70 there. Leyland Honeyman just gets tagged maybe there by Connor Mozak a little bit, but the hardest part is when those cars aren't perfectly lined up and you're overlapping each other a little bit. It just is very confusing. You get disjointed from the wheel. The spotter can't really tell you what's happening. You end up with a result like this.
6 cars involved as we work our way toward the end of stage 2. Under caution for a third time.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life.
Gonna be another red flag. It's not good. I don't know if we're gonna make the whole distance.
Good.
18 consecutive top 5s.
Never be the same.
2.05 average finish in the last 18 races. That's crazy.
Orlando Resort.
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl is back. So first round, get a favorite. Your go-to. Second round.
So red flag is out at 5:23.
Have what she's having. What he's
Second
having.
red flag of the day.
That third round of breadsticks. Go for a hot take on our new.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna actually make the whole distance.
Throw some spaghetti at the wall. See what sticks. And try
We're
out
1
the
lap
never
away from
ending
halfway.
Never-ending pasta bowl, starting at $13.99. Back for a limited time.
Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
18 race streak of 5th or better.
What the Twins naming rights?
You know, like stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze, Tan and Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Zombie Sprite!
Here they are, new Skechers Aeroburst, the first running shoe designed with aerodynamics in mind.
They're fast.
Just the slowpoke zone.
Skechers Aeroburst, scary fast.
Do it all with Steel Battery. Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking steel tools. Hurry into your local steel dealer or shop online.
And Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds.
Leave him! It's a mascot! Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants. Do birds need pants? And the control room censored it. Oh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Next Saturday, it all comes down to this as the top teams in the league go head-to-head for the ultimate prize and a season's worth of bragging rights. Don't miss the PBR Camping World Team Series Teams Championship from Las Vegas next Saturday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:30 Pacific. It's on the CW. So our third caution of the day is led to our second red flag. What do you do under red when you're racing here at Talladega? You just take a little nap. Why not?
Second driver.
Jesse loves definitely taking a nap right now.
You know, it is the most comfortable place. It's very warm, and sometimes you just want to take that chance to just decompress, close your eyes for a minute.
Let's get a report on Connor Zilic. They got some damage there. What's their story, Dylan?
Yeah, they do. A pretty significant right front damage. As you can see, we've gone red again here, so the work has stopped. But we have a replay of them working on that area of the car that I thought was so interesting to watch. Watch as they take this tire off here. They get a hammer underneath here. They start pulling on this right front fender. Watch it just snap back into place here. A couple more hits. I think the crew guy is going to get out of the way in time. He should. Hey, they kind of pull on it, and there it goes. It just snaps right back into place. So they've got a lot of tape and stuff on there, and they do have the electric saws out, so pretty significant right front damage. But it could have been worse, I guess, and thankfully there's composite bodies on these cars that work that way.
You know, the red flag coming out here, and you see the drivers involved in this crash, 6 of them, and, you know, Toyota paid the price here. It was Ford in the first crash of the day that had so many cars eliminated or damaged. But what I would say is this caution comes at an interesting time, and the fact that the red flag is out and puts everything on hold, it opens the door once we go back to yellow to open the pit lane, and maybe some drivers come down, get their service here, and stay out to gain some track position for the final stage when we get the yellow here in a handful of laps to wrap stage 2. So a few compelling things that could unfold here for these race teams as we look toward the end of this second stage.
And that decision gets
Yeah, we
easier
might
based
get
on
to
where
the
you're
end.
running now. If you're in the front,
I don't
you
know.
get stage one.
It's going to be
Obviously, you like
close,
to stay
I feel
out.
like.
If you're towards the back of the pack on the lead lap,
If we keep having
that gives
these
you a
big,
great
huge
option.
crashes.
I don't think you can get to stage points.
I think the one thing right now, though, is we've had 2 massive wrecks in the first 45 laps. There's not as many competitive cars still left here. As we get this race back going, we'll see a smaller pack of competitive cars at the front here that will make it different. You know, those decisions
Changes
different
the
for some
whole
of these teams.
complexion of
100%.
kind of what you're doing.
And when we do get back going, it makes it different in terms of the energy within the pack. You'll have cars that are not normally up front running up there, so it makes the decisions different for the drivers who have been running up front the whole time. So it really changes things, including the strategy.
It also makes it harder to go from the back to the front, even though you have less cars. When you think it'd be less cars to have to pass, when you have less cars on the track, you can't get all 3 of those lanes working. Like we saw at the very beginning, it was incredible to see Sanchez and Sheldon Creed and some of those guys get the top working and able to drive up towards the front.
You know, this has been a Chevy track. They won the last 12 here. Only 1 Toyota on the lead lap, and only 2 Fords still running. It's starting to look like the bow tie will get it done again today. Unbelievable second time at Talladega.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought we'd have
Womp
to
womp.
use life
That's
insurance
fucked.
with Ethos. It is so fast and easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
Come on and send that feeling. Whip up this season right. Make something that means something. Shutterfly.
For over 150 years, American Standard has been the trusted name in bathroom products, and now they're making it easier than ever to upgrade yours. American Standard offers full shower remodels, beautifully customized and installed in as little as 2 days.
Wow, gotta love that.
A fast install's a big plus. Guided by a personal in-home design consultation, choose from 24 shower wall options, stylish, grout-free, easy to clean.
No more grout to sprout.
Every shower is installed by factory-certified technicians, backed by limited lifetime warranty, including installation. And right now, save $1,500 on your bathroom remodel with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Call or scan now. 1-800-900-5737.
What does he have coming along?
All set.
Wow, that was fast.
Even better than on TV. Call American Standard today to start your shower remodel with $1,500 in savings, plus no interest and no payments for 12 months. 1-800-900-5737.
Are you sick of tire dressings that start out greasy, then quickly fade and brown over time?
Introducing Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Tire Coat. Cerakote's true ceramic technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 times longer than traditional dressings. Just wipe it on to get professional showroom shine without the greasy mess that slings on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products with over 60,000 5-star reviews.
This is the best tire coat and protectant you'll ever use, guaranteed.
Buy today for under $20.
You're not going to believe who I ran into in the grandstand today in Talladega. Carson Hocevar, signing autographs, taking pictures. He's a man of the people. And now we do our playoff update brought to you by Bristol Myers Squibb. Allgaier leading this race, and, of course, we've got a long way to go, but if one of these playoff drivers wins today, it locks him into the championship 4. Connor Zilic got a real good opportunity to leave here with a spot in the championship 4 on points. Jesse Love has helped himself.
The Hurricane
Plus 20 is now plus 30. Look what Sammy Smith and Carson Kvapil have done to help themselves. Because they were involved in crashes, Mayer, Jones, and Creed really put themselves behind the 8 ball with 1 race to go.
I think no doubt if you'd asked Sammy Smith, would you be okay leaving here 5 up on the cut line, coming in 24 down, he would have taken it.
I said coming in to the
Wait, where's the Hurricane? You say it's...
this is a must-win for those guys below the cut line, especially those bottom 3. But the fact that Talladega is on the schedule, you wouldn't make that a must-win, right? Just because things can change so quickly, and we're seeing that play out. Look at this. And this is the reason we're under red. You had the
he was in the stands?
blow all this off, and we got a long way to go.
Love that.
Well, maybe not a long way to go. They're making some progress and should be back at it here pretty soon.
I found the beach. We used all the oil dry in the state of Alabama, apparently.
Kim?
So lap 46, we're on lap 46 right now. Under the red flag. 5 to go in the stage. We might go back green in the stage. We probably could do 2 laps, maybe 1 lap.
Aware of a possible situation if we were to get another extended red flag. Here was the 21's radio transmission.
Reminding you, 6 p.m. is the cutoff for the race. We're obviously at 4:30, but this is our second red flag, so just reminding you of it, that's all.
And you heard him say 6 p.m. the cutoff for the race. We did have Dylan verify via a weather app here during commercial break that sunset here at the Speedway is 6:06 p.m.
So 6 o'clock, as you heard there, is the drop dead time. That's 6 Central, 7 Eastern. And how this will work if we get to that point, once we hit 7 Eastern, 6 local there at the track, we will have 2 laps to go the next time around. And so all these teams are aware of this. In that way that everybody's got fair opportunity. Instead of just running to an unknown time, NASCAR, anytime they feel like darkness can be a part of the equation, will set this time, let all the teams know. Hopefully we're okay. Still got 90 minutes, and we're showing 49 laps to go, and we're going to cycle through this stage and all of that. As Kim pointed out, 2 red flags today. We get another one, and we could be up against it.
And it's good to point out to your driver that that's a possibility, that is the case, so that if you run...
We've only ever had to deal with that once. We've had darkness end races, but like with this new procedure, we've only done that once. Or actually twice.
Right, and obviously it changes the intensity level of decisions.
It was once, yeah. Chicago street course last year. Chicago street course the year before just got they shortened it partway through.
Pretty short at times, and then under
to lap 75.
Long, but you don't exactly know what time of day it is, so it's good to get that update.
All right, red flag has been
Big
lifted.
one here today for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Big one tomorrow for
It was
the
about
cars. It'll happen
a little under 11-minute red flag right there.
Do not control your fate, whether you're in the front, middle, or the back. There's no safe place.
It can literally change in a snap of a finger.
Might be on fire.
Yeah, we're done. Talladega is going to have us all nervous.
Point on, guys. This is honestly comical.
You can't avoid the chaos. Let's go, baby. Yeah! There he is.
My dasher's name is Billy Joel. It's BILLIE -Joel.
coverage begins tomorrow.
It's fun.
1:30 Eastern Time.
I ordered different Speedway pizza last night. It was like the Bacon Lovers, and it was terrible because they put like onions or some shit on it, and it just ruins it. Which is like, why?
10 minutes, 35 seconds. The clock there.
There's just flavor to it that I hate.
On the 88, keep this in mind. He's got that streak going. 18 consecutive top 5 finishes. So
the crust was good, I guess.
As they repair the damage for Connor Zilic, who's got that huge advantage over the playoff cut line. And we'll open pit road and see if anyone chooses to come down here, if they stay on track and chase the points as we anticipate the green flag late in this stage. Eckes, Harrison Burton, Josh Williams, Daniel Dye, all making pit stops here. What about that 16, Dylan?
Yeah, it's been a really, really good day for these guys. Speaking with Christian before the race, he said, like everybody, if we can just stay out of this mess, I feel like we've got a really good race car, and they've proven that to be the case. His only feedback has just been that he was a little bit free earlier in the race. They'll go around here and change right side tires, and it looks like they may go around and make it a 4-tire and change and 1 can of fuel for the 16.
Oh, man,
Damn, that's a lot of fuel. That.
On the fuel can there came out. You saw the crew member pick it up.
Man, that's a lot of fuel. That was just.
What engages, you saw it missing from the fuel can to the left. Basically, that fell out and just had fuel go everywhere.
Like everywhere.
So the fueler's connected to the car right now. That's
dude, that's bad.
That piece comes out. That's not from the car. That's from the fuel can itself. That's from the valve.
You can't be having that.
Exactly. It popped out, and that obviously meant all the fuel rushed out. There was still in the can.
He burned out right there and hit a lug nut and ignite all that, because that was 5-6 gallons of fuel that ran out. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
Super scary.
But here's what I would say. You know, if you pit here, your thought process probably is you stay out at the end of the stage and you run till the end of the race.
Yep.
And so you want to make sure you get it full, because you are stretching that fuel limit here as far as how much you put in the tank and what you have to run to the end of the event. So something to monitor with that 16 team and Christian Eckes as we head towards the checkered flag.
And it's a great point, because his indication to take that out, as you saw, was sort of as the fuel starts to rush back up, but you know if that can was really filling or not. So we'll have to see what they decide to do there in the 16.
We're showing 26 cars on the lead.
Well, 16 we know we'll have to pit again.
Made pit stops.
Well, maybe not. They already had fuel in there, and then they filled it up before. They're probably still going to have to.
When we come around this time, we'll do the choose. So we do the choose with 3 to go. We'll have a 2-lap shootout to end our second stage of the day. 2-lap shootout reminds me of overtime at the end of the race. So many times we go to overtime at Talladega. So what we're going to see here is a good preview for us and a good opportunity for the teams to get in their mind what to anticipate. Right, with Jesse Love wheeling onboard camera. Pole sitter has led 19 laps today and 8th prior to the choose here.
All right, so we're getting the choose.
See that damage there.
It's going to be a 2-lap shootout
This is
to end the
one
stage.
of those races when you've had big wrecks like this. You have cars that are running around with different amounts.
Are we getting the
damage.
choose? Yeah.
One of the things you'll do when you're choosing here is choosing ahead of you, looking at who has damage. Do I want to push that car? Can they good bumper? Yeah, can they take a push? Am I going to get attached to that the junk? Yeah, the junk on the table, the bear bond on the back. Like, you're asking yourself all those questions, and there's so many unknowns as you go later in super speedway races like this that have massive crashes, and you have so many damaged cars out there.
Allgaier, the control car.
There'll be 2 to go
Outside lane.
in the stage.
This isn't a team thing, because if he slides down, you'd have 3 junior motorsports cars lined up in that low lane after we get back to the green flag. Eric Almirola up there in the top 5 as well, Dylan.
Yeah, and then we'll give you a quick Toyota driver update on the only Toyota car left in the field that still has a legitimate shot to win this race today, and that is Eric Almirola. You know, you guys talked earlier about maybe not thinking the RCR cars were quite as strong as they've been in years past. I think some of that is due to some of the gains of the other manufacturers in the engine department, namely the Joe Gibbs Racing Group. Spoke with Eric earlier today, and he was very, very complimentary of all the work that has gone on back at the shops in North Carolina to get these Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota engines up to snuff on these super speedways. That helped them in qualifying across the board, and obviously a faster engine helps you in the race too. So Almirola doing.
I miss when Kyle Busch was the lead man.
Almirola, the last driver to win here in a Ford, did it in 2017. Toyota hasn't won here since 2014. And if he wins it in Toyota today, he's going to have to do it with no drafting help from his partners, as Dylan said. Just no other Toyotas out there.
Talk about the sun setting. It's obviously going to be blind right there in that section of the racetrack off turn 4.
Race to stop suicide onboard camera with Daniel Dye. Shown 14th. And one of those drivers that just made a pit stop. Christian Eckes made a pit stop. We talked about the fueling problem there. It's 13th as we get ready for the restart.
Right.
2 to go.
We are past halfway now, by the way. So this race would be official.
Smith, Quapple is there. They need stage points.
And green flag. 2-lap shootout.
Time again at Talladega.
Both lanes really well connected the first 2 rows. Really good pushes. You don't see the cars moving around.
Look at all that speed,
They're
right?
locked together, secure. They'll be able to stay locked together until they get to the backstretch, and then NASCAR is going to expect the car behind to lift a little bit and just get off the bumper for a second. Which that outside lane, though, still attached.
And something to take note of. That's the second time we've seen that.
That might be a penalty. Austin Hill might get a penalty there.
Side drafting the one car of Carson Quapple.
Would it be both of them, or would it just be the...
To his teammate David Hayne and Sammy Smith.
I don't know how that works.
The outside, the momentum. Justin Allgaier to the lead, and Austin Hill.
All right, coming to the final lap of the stage.
On that restart, you saw the front 2 rows get apart, and then Carson was actually on the inside, moved up into the outside row. That bottom lane right now looks helpless, but Sanchez is getting a little bit of a run here. We know he's
All right, 1 lap to go in stage 2.
Final lap, stage 2. Allgaier out front. Hill coming to his outside. Quapple giving Hill a push. Side by side for the lead. Side by side back there for third. They're lined up side by side really through the top 10 here.
Quapple had a good amount of momentum there on the top side to the outside of his teammate. He's going to get to the back bumper, the 21, with no one behind them. So few cars in this lead pack after all these crashes.
Eckes made the pit stop. He's back in the top 10. Sanchez making a move in the bottom lane.
Coming to the finish of the stage.
Won the opening stage, won here in the spring, and tried to get the sweep.
Bottom had quite a bit of momentum right there. They finally got all organized, but Austin Hill is just...
And Austin Hill wins the first 2 stages. He is going to win stage 2 at Talladega.
They can't make a move. Get out the move. Sweep for Austin Hill. He takes stage 1 and stage 2.
About a minute and 55-second green flag run to end the stage there.
21. And the second time he swept stages here at Talladega. Also did it back in 2022. Picking up where he left off because he got the checkered flag here in the springtime. Allgaier, Quapple getting some points. Jesse Love, Sammy Smith do as well. Final stage on the way from Central Alabama.
Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Let Gazoo Racing break it down for you. NASCAR is a bracket system with eliminations at 16, 12, 8, and 4. How to advance, win races, or survive the cut. Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4, and you're doing donuts in victory lane. And trust me, Toyota's ready for victory lane. Now you're up to speed. You in?
When it comes to your wireless plan, don't settle for less. Get more with a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk. More ways to connect. Stream the last lap of the race. And when you spend less with Straight Talk, you can get more moments to yourself by getting something for them. Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on us, on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
I'm being told this is Legal Evil from Liberty Mutual, who helps save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
And his partner, Doug, is the gentleman under the security guard.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Any words of wisdom for the family?
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
When you think work, you think boots. You think boots, you think ending the day with the same number of toes you started with. Because you're thinking heavy equipment. You think heavy equipment, you think construction. You think construction, you think welding, torching, hammering, without the smashing, puncturing, and scorching. Now you're thinking on your feet. And when you think feet, you're thinking boots. You think boots, you're thinking Ariat.
This is how you make crispy Korean fried chicken.
Wi-Fi speeds as fast as home, even when you're on the go.
Fitting, isn't it? The final shot at the Championship 4 comes down to a track that's been here from day one. Martinsville. Close quarters, tight corners, and a fan experience that brings you so close to the action, all of the mayhem will be right at your fingertips. NASCAR Playoffs weekend at Martinsville Speedway. Get your tickets now at martinsvillespeedway.com.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. NASCAR Xfinity Series getting us going on another CW Sports Saturday that's just outstanding. College football doubleheader coming up. After us, Washington State goes to Charlottesville, looking to pull the upset against 18th ranked Virginia. Then Lafayette takes on Oregon State, the non-conference showdown. CW Football Saturday comes your way next right here when we're all done in Talladega, Alabama.
What a day. I mean, beautiful outside.
You know, and I would say this, and we were talking about this during the break, just the lack of rhythm that this race has had because of the 2 red flags and, you know, the extended time that these guys have had to sit and wait and ride under caution. And now you go to the final stage, and it's only going to be right around 40 laps, right? And so that just, this is tough to adjust. And you guys talked about how few cars are still alive. That also is going to change the way you react in the draft. And with that, we retire another one. Ryan Ellis going to take
Ryan Ellis done for the day.
And what we loved so much in the first stage, at least in the first 10 or so laps, was the amount of action, moving around. The run seemed really big, but what does that lead to? It leads to big wrecks because those runs are hard to sort of protect and maneuver, and so you end up a lot of cars wrecked, and now we have a lot less energy.
Progressive Pit Road is open. You want to take care of your business here, have that track position be in control as we begin the final stage. Daniel Dye stays out. Austin Hill and others coming in.
Pit stops.
Yeah, top of your screen said that was fun. Heck of a car. He said, I don't really need anything. I can get a little tight with the right front, but it's manageable. Right side tires only and fuel for the 21. Carson Quapple, no complaints on the handling. Right side tires also the call for that Chevrolet, Dylan.
Christian Eckes, you remember, pitted 6 laps ago. They're going to pit again, do a quick top off of fuel. This should cycle them closer to the front. Justin Allgaier, bottom of the screen, said that he loves his race car. Said he was a little bound up, but really happy with it overall. 4 tires and fuel for the 7.
You know, we speculated Eckes may pit the last time so that they don't have to pit here. Instead, they just come back, top off the fuel tank. He wins the race off pit road, so it nets out nicely for him. +3 as he wins the race off Progressive Pit Road. Hill, Quapple, Honeyman right behind him. Zillage back in. He's still on the lead lap.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me. The Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Words of wisdom for the family?
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
What causes a curve? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there somebody I can talk to about that?
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease? There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at gogetsomebody.com.
The drama is building. It's an elimination race.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, next Saturday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Landon Donovan and Tim Howard talk about soccer the way only legends can.
I'm a little bit different. Does anybody understand that?
Unfiltered Soccer, presented by Volkswagen.
Transform your home with Comfort Windows.
The 3D model was really fun and easy to work with because you could see all of your ideas come together.
It was just a really good tool to use. It looks perfect. It looks better than what we wanted.
We have curb appeal.
Hi, Chris Shadvilla here. Over the years, we worked with homeowners to upgrade their homes with great products while providing the best overall experience possible.
Upgrade now and save 10% with 0% financing and pay nothing until your project is installed. Visit comfortwindows.com today.
My doctor just told me I have stage 4 prostate cancer.
Why wasn't it caught earlier? Now what will happen to me and my family?
The only thing worse than learning you have cancer is learning you should have been diagnosed sooner. Should your doctor have tested you earlier? Were you denied a potential cure because your doctor failed to act? If so, you're not alone. The Porter Law Group can get you the answers you deserve. Call 833-888-LIFT for a free case evaluation or visit nycancerlawyers.com.
One more stage to go here at Talladega. Race 2 of the round of 8, and no rest for the drivers as they get ready for this. The anxiety ramping up, and maybe a good time for you at home to take a snack break, or maybe grab a Krispy Kreme like we're doing here in the CW Garage this afternoon. The hot light is on as we head into the final stage. Be sure to stay tuned for the Winter Burnout presented by Krispy Kreme and learn how Krispy Kreme can help you fuel up on Monday. Adam?
You ever stop when it says the hot now? Wait, don't lie. Come on, you know you.
Why would you out me right here live on the air, exposing my bad habits, or maybe they're just my good habits?
There's so many left already by this point. You know, I feel like this would just slowly leak away with all the production staff, us here.
How about this? Daniel Dye stays out, so he'll be on the front row with his teammate Christian Eckes. And we talk about those playoff drivers chasing stage points. Allgaier's done a nice job. Jesse Love, 2 weeks in a row, collecting a ton of stage points. Will help keep him well above the cut line. Good day for Quapple. Sammy Smith needed him, got him as well.
It's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out with the tires, 2 tires.
Going back green.
4. Handley was a big deal here earlier this year. You see Allgaier right there. 5th row on the
here we
inside, the red number 7. See if he can get back to the front.
Green flag's back in the air with 39 laps to go.
Final stage underway, Talladega.
Carson Quattle's done a great job there, linking the back bumper. Daniel Dye, he did that on the last restart as well. Seems to be really good at making sure he gets that back bumper and stays there. We'll see if that outside disconnects the bottom. There they both disconnect. Look at the 19 getting to the one's back bumper, and he pushed it back up there. They all kind of stalled each other out here on this restart. Sammy Smith jumped to the outside really early right there.
Back looks a bit bigger on this restart.
Daniel Dye leading this race. 3 rookies
Stick with it,
out
though.
front, couple of veterans behind him.
Sammy Smith's got no help out there.
Well, it's taken longer to get organized because you mentioned that the less cars being on the track, it's a little harder for all of it to get organized. It's going to take a couple laps. You saw that the last time. It took 2 or 3 laps for everybody to figure out where they wanted to be. You see Jesse Love right there, that red number 2, not content being on the bottom, making moves. Got a really fast car. He's behind his teammate now. The rest of the field does not want to see those 2 RCR cars get hooked up together. We know how fast they are.
Dig. Coming to you.
Jesse Love got to the outside of his teammate up there on the 3rd lane.
Look at Almirola shoving his way up the middle. Already won in this round. 2 wins in the playoffs for Almirola, who's going to the championship for thinking about the owner's title. Fresh off a victory in Las Vegas, number 19 back on point, and he's doing it by himself. No
Eric Almirola to the lead.
See what Eric can do to manage these. You see behind them, there's really not one lane that's super organized. There's a gap between all those guys. I like Sammy Smith in the 8 and Jesse Love in the 2 on the outside. Both those cars have been fast all day long. Eckes leading that group. He's going to get to the outside of Eric. I think Eric's content with the 21 behind him, though. He could have moved up in front of Eckes. He knows
Very
how
wide for the
fast
lead.
Austin is. The 48 of Sanchez behind. Look at the run they're going to have.
Almirola getting a good run with Hill.
Wow, and dancing.
What a run.
How about 4 rookies in the top 10? And one of them's not named Connor Still. I mean, this class is so deep, and several of them surfacing here.
See a lot of migration to the top. I think Eric's going to kind of run the top down the straightaways, the middle through the corners. They're wanting this to get single file so everybody can relax just a little bit. But we've seen earlier in the race that nobody's been content riding like that.
And if you're in Jesse Love's position, as Daniel Dye has lost his help here on the bottom, you're trying to sort of understand where's the energy going to come from with all these different cars now up front. Not as many as the competitive cars we had earlier in the race. You're not exactly sure who can push you, who can generate the energy behind you to make some passes and move forward. So it makes it sort of a guessing game through these first few laps of this stage to understand exactly who's fast, who has too much damage, and assessing that to understand where the runs are going to come from.
Cousins working together in that bottom lane. Jeb Burton, Harrison Burton involved in that first crash inside of 10 laps to go stage one. And they are
and if you look 4 or 5 rows back at the two of Jesse Love and Sammy Smith, I see them really connecting on the straightaways. You can see the back of the cars moving around, and that's when there's connection. You see the 8 gets back to his rear bumper right here. I think that's Honeyman behind the 8. Those guys trying to get a push, trying to move your whole row forward.
When you guys talk about how every race here takes on its own personality and some faces in the top 10 you don't always see there, so who do you trust? Who do you work with? Who do you hang out? There's a whole lot to manage for all these drivers and the spotters that are calling the shots for them.
And what a move there by Jesse Love. Got to the outside of Christian Eckes. He gets stuck in the middle. Jesse gets the back end of his teammate there. Sammy Smith followed him. Christian Eckes is going to go the back of this pack, and Sammy Smith is getting the left rear there of Jesse Love.
Look at that push down low. Jeb Burton shoving Harrison. They're 4th and 5th in the running order.
Well, Burton was the big benefactor of Love and Sammy Smith getting together because they both had to check out lost their momentum. Jeb was able to slide up, puts himself in another great position towards the end of this.
Heading toward 30 laps
34 to go.
Got to protect the top right here if you're Jeb Burton. Jesse Love hung Eckes out the last time. That's where that momentum is coming from. Did you see Hill gets to the inside of Eric Almirola? Eric's best friend's going to be an outside row.
And that's Harrison Burton. You got Ford and a Toyota trying to work together, and the Burton just goes all the way back to the bottom. Major crossover. Harrison Burton gets a shot from behind by Jeb, his cousin, 25 on point. Incredible. These wrecked race cars have found their way to the point at Talladega. And Blake Perkins
Harrison Burton in the lead.
Incredible rally.
And when we talk about not wanting to work Lawson Hill, you saw that in real time right there. The 25 did not want to push the 21. He dove to the bottom. The 27 and Jeb Burton, that orange car, dove with him to avoid the 21. They had the momentum on the bottom. They get to the front.
Jeb Burton was another one of those cars that took 4 tires like Justin Allgaier. You see, as this run goes on, is Harrison's in the middle. Going to become more and more important as they hang the 25 out right there.
Jeb slides up in front of his cousin in that middle lane, controlling the bottom lane now. 31, Blaine Perkins.
It's just incredible to me. Every time we talk about Jesse Love or Austin Hill getting hung out, just wait 30 seconds. Because they cycle right back up to the front. You see Allgaier leading this with Hill behind him. You see Sanchez right here. Talked about how fast his car has been all day long.
Allgaier, the reigning champ, got his 300th career top 10 last weekend at Las Vegas. All the things he's done in his career, he's never pulled into victory lane at Talladega, been close so many times. He leads Austin Hill right now, 32 laps to go.
I thought that Allgaier did as good a job as anybody we've seen at being able to control the lanes with those faster cars behind him. Jesse Love trying to do it all by himself right there. That's going to be harder. They get to the straightaway. Right here, the momentum is going to be on the outside as he tries to side draft a little bit.
I thought he would be a little bit more patient to wait to be able to do that with his teammate there, the 21 Austin Hill. Those two have done that in the past where they drop down together, leaving the leader a sitting duck. As Austin Hill dives to the bottom here.
Speaking of sitting duck, it was the 7 car.
It was the 7.
He got so far out front, and then the 19 gave the 21 a huge push right there.
This is what you don't want to see if you're the competition. RCR cars controlling both lanes. Outside Austin Hill, inside Jesse Love. Coming back, we'll see 31 laps to go. We're finding a rhythm, and I feel like a fantastic finish.
Attention law enforcement. You took an oath to protect and serve. to keep your family, your neighborhood safe. But in too many cities, dangerous illegals walk free as police are forced to stand down. Join ICE and help us catch the worst of the worst. Drug traffickers, gang members, predators. Join the mission to protect America with bonuses up to $50,000 and generous benefits. Apply now. Join.ice.gov and fulfill your mission.
Hey guys, Viagra is not your only option. Rose Sparks act fast and stay active longer. They aren't pills. Sparks dissolve under your tongue to reach your bloodstream for speedy results. Sildenafil starts things off strong, and Tadalafil stays in your system for longer. More confidence, more control. Rose Sparks. Connect with a provider at ro.co/sparks.
What if I told you that one of the best things you can do to improve the look and performance of your car can be done for under $20 and in less than 30 minutes?
Fix your cloudy and weathered headlights with Cerakote's #1 best-selling ceramic headlight restoration kit in just 3 easy steps and without power tools. Just wipe, sand, and apply. It's that easy. Cerakote restores and protects, and for as long as you own your vehicle, it's guaranteed. You can trust Cerakote with over 60,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait until it's too late. Buy today for under $20.
For pain in multiple spots like here, here, or here, Salon Pass patches stick firmly and remove comfortably once your pain is gone. Salon Pass. It's good medicine.
Slow down, honey.
Oh, a new driver. You'll need new insurance. Zebra compares over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Up to $400 a year.
Trevor!
Oh, look, it's my stop. The Zebra. We do the searching, you do the saving.
You better get ready, because it's time for the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. And there's one thing for sure. You win this, there's no going back. No going back to that place where no one knew your name. Back to that time when you didn't know the full weight of a trophy that changes everything. No going back to a world where your name wasn't followed immediately by champion. The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, only on the CW.
Closed captioning for this race brought to you by Tableau TV. May once, watch forever. 28 laps to go. Talladega Super Speedway. It's the NASCAR Xfinity Series on the CW. Race 2, round of 8. Playoff driver wins. They're going to run for a championship in Phoenix. And we got a few of them in the mix, including our reigning champ, Justin Allgaier, who rides second behind Austin Hill.
Mentally, this is so hard because you have to be patient. You're wanting your spotter to count you down, how many laps left. Depending on which position you're in, kind of determines how late you can go, the further back, the further you want to go. Every driver is trying to get their spotters to go talk to another driver of, can we work together? You just want one or two guys to pull down to open up an opportunity.
And Sanchez was impatient there, trying to get down and start to force a bottom lane to happen. And the way, you get in this position, you have two options. It's island hopping, which is essentially going one by one and dragging a car back and going to the bottom and sliding up in front of them, or trying to do what Nick Sanchez is doing, which is hoping some others will come down with you and form a bottom. It's a terrible plan. It's a terrible plan.
Yeah, it's a bad strategy. Look, if you see the drivers in the top 10, and you say, these guys aren't always here. I mean, Josh Williams would be one of those that.
Yeah, 57 minutes left.
But he does
complete this race, by the way.
Today, and when you see the names on the board, this is what the track produces, the great equalizer, and that's why you can see upsets in this place. If you're in it, you can win it.
And with these lesser-funded teams and these races that have large wrecks, if you can stay on them and just keep running, these can be really big days like this that you start to see for Josh Williams. This is the opportunity races that they look forward to throughout a season. Lots of wrecks, taking out a lot of the front cars, the most competitive cars, highly funded cars, and now you have this opportunity to be up here at the front. And who knows what happens here with everything that can occur here in the next 26 laps.
You can hear Jeff Burton as we ride on board right here. You hear him kind of roll out of the throttle. It looks like everybody's just running flat out around the top, but you're not, because it surges. As he gets towards the end of the straightaway, he'll surge up on that car, and if he lags back and lets the car behind him get closer, it then pushes him forward. So a lot of throttle manipulation, and Parker talked about island hopping. You can't leave too big a gap to the car in front of you, or the car behind will do that, and it'll cost you a position.
Wanted to do an update from that crash that we had here at the end of stage 2. Williams Swallow involved, had a hard hit into the wall. He is awake in Florida, but they have transported him to a local hospital. hospital
really?
for further evaluation. So we
William
wish him
Sawala just going to the hospital. But he is awake and alert.
25 laps to go.
And one of the things that Austin Hill will historically do
That's not good.
in these lanes like this, he's actually riding sometimes at part throttle, 50% throttle, even as low as 25% throttle, because he doesn't want to get pushed too far out and have a chance for just not to get a big run. And what does that do? It causes an accordion effect to the whole pack here. As you see, the two patches of 19 right there. Yeah. Well, as he'll catch 19, it causes an accordion effect constantly to the field, which is where you might see a mistake happen. So let's take a listen to Choose Radio.
Almost all single file now behind. I'll let you know when they start to back off. I want to be the first one to leave the file. I know you do. I know the way you're built.
Everybody does. Everybody wants to be the first to get to open, but you got to take the risk of being the first to go down there to make that happen, or try and catch it if it happens behind you and make react accordingly. And knowing that he wants to do that, if you're behind Jesse Love, you might move down early knowing you're going to have another car in front of you, so you can't be the first. You need to get 4 or 5 to go with you and get some momentum built up down there.
3 of the 5 drafting races this year won by Richard Childress Racing. Both their cars in the top 5 here. Austin Hill out front, 24 laps to go.
Okay, let's rewind. A freak hailstorm hit, cracking this group's windshield and causing the night to take an unexpected turn. Inside, they were greeted by Edna's warm welcome, a blank stare,
Oh, someone's slow.
and a TV showing
Is that
football
Zilly
no one wanted to
Zonkers?
change, ever.
I think that's
So they
Zilly
pulled out the
Zonkers.
BetMGM app and put together a live parlay.
Yeah.
But what would the fourth leg be?
Connor Zillish has a tire down. He's on pit road. That might have dropped some debris. I
Make it
don't
a
know.
place you'll never forget. BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
And then, boom.
Oh, Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Thanks for calling Consumer Cellular, ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction.
Hi, my friend Linda has you guys and gets way better coverage than I do.
Sounds like Linda has you beat.
Not at bowling.
You're breaking up a little.
Are you really ranked #1 in coverage?
Yep, and plans start at just $20.
Oh, we could afford lessons for Linda. You're embarrassing yourself.
At least my phone works. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage satisfaction. Call or visit Consumer Cellular today.
It's the dog park. With all the dogs there. And the people you see that you don't really know because it's the dog park. It's the dog park.
Brought to you by Progressive Pet Insurance.
What are you eating? What are you eating? Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth.
It's the dog park.
Protect your pet from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Attention law enforcement. You took an oath to protect and serve. To keep your family, your neighborhood safe. But in too many cities, dangerous illegals walk free as police are forced to stand down.
Chester, fuck these
Join
nice
ICE
commercials, man.
and help us catch the worst of
You
the
should
worst.
put a stop
Drug
to it,
traffickers,
Chester.
gang members, predators.
You should
Join
put
the
a stop
mission
to
to
all this
protect
ICE
America
shit.
with bonuses up to $50,000 and generous benefits. Apply now. Join.ice.gov. and
I think Chester
fulfill
could
your
stop
mission.
ICE.
Going to be 20 laps to go.
I'll just
The
like
next
hold
time
it up to
around
them
for
and they'll be like,
NASCAR
guys.
Series at Talladega. It continues
Alright,
to be
guys,
Austin
let's
Hill
just
out
stop.
front, Allgaier, Almirola, Love, Leland Honeyman, the top 5. Harrison Burton was getting aggressive while we were away at break. Also, saw Connor Zillich
Fella
make an
down
unscheduled
here.
pit stop. They've been
That's Nick
fighting a
Sanchez.
tire issue. They've had a rub. He had a tire down. He makes the stop, goes a lap down. He's 25th, and it looks like that top 5 streak of 18 in a row is going to come to a close.
Yeah. Still a legend for that. 18 race top 5 streak.
You know, too hard to hit.
I don't know if anybody's ever had that
20
in
straight
any of the
starts
3
at
series.
Zillich, and you think about how things ended here
I highly
at
doubt it.
Talladega in the springtime, and not his day today. Look at Sammy Smith out of line trying to make
Even
it
back in
happen.
the day,
Christian
I
Atkins
still
finally
doubt it.
joined Nick Sanchez, who had been the lone soldier on the bottom for a while here. And the reason they were gaining so much is the 21 has been backing up this top line. There goes Jesse Love. He said he wanted to lead that bottom line. He is now leading the bottom line.
Yeah, I was saying he'll get back up in line right here, draft with that lead group, try to back off and generate a run on the entry to the corner, and then pull back down in front of Sammy Smith. I would say into turn 3, if they can have the momentum right there. Pulls down here. Does he have any kind of a run? A little bit. I don't think he timed that out as well as he wishes. He can slide back up though. Wow, great job right there. That's the island hop that you talk about, Parker.
You know, it's interesting you try this now. Getting out of line makes something happen. And to me, it allows you to learn for later in the race what might be able to transpire, but it also gives you a chance to recover if it doesn't work out, because there is still an eternity
Now it's
remaining in
golden
this race.
hour.
When they come by the start-finish line,
Kinda.
it'll be 18 to go.
Yeah, from about sit back, they're getting impatient. Yes, everybody's wanting to time this out. Everybody's wanting to be like Jesse, the first one to get to the bottom. And
Not really.
You see the gaps. They do that intentionally because they're trying to generate some momentum for when they pull down and make that pass. We've seen a couple of cars pull down though, but they had to get right back up in line. Not enough people were committed to doing it.
And when they do that, try to create those gaps, it gives this bottom lane a ton of momentum here. Shorter distance, even though they don't have the drafting help, they're able to make up distance through the corners and then try to side draft down the straightaways to start gaining some momentum.
Sammy Smith's begging right now. Please, someone in front of me, pull down so we can get a line formed. Watch how much ground he will gain when they get to the corner because of the distance difference. He'll drive up by 1 or 2 cars. They slow down just a little bit, whether it's from checking up, creating gaps, or just the distance overall. But then when they get back to the straightaway, it might be a little better here because he's got some more help now on the bottom.
Keep this in mind. Points are in. Every position is a point, and it's so tight at the cut right now between teammates Sammy Smith, Carson Quapple, and even though they're done, I mean, Mayer and Jones still not too far back as we think about
Line's starting to form, maybe.
Martinsville, and those drivers, they're going to have a chance to go to Phoenix and run for the championship. 17 left at Talladega, and the mixing has begun.
Sammy Smith just needs 1 or 2 more cars up there to pull down in front. If one of them can get a run right here on the track and they get to turn 3, pull down and drive up beside Austin Hill, you're hoping you can side draft and pull them back. It's interesting that Sanchez not able to keep up on that bottom row. He's had a good car all day long, but not able to maintain with those other 2 cars up front.
And I'd keep an eye on that orange and black car behind Carson Quapple. That's Jeff Burton. He was pretty aggressive in terms of pushing. He tried to go at one point with his team, his cousin there, Harrison Burton. It didn't work, but I look at him as one that could be one to drop down.
Sammy Smith might have another run here. He has Honeyman behind him, pushing him. Thought he might be able to generate enough of a run to pull back down to the bottom. He's done a great job of being able to work that though, and then slide back up in the small gaps that are in front of him. Same thing with Jesse Love.
Been a wild race today. A couple of big crashes. Produced 2 red flags. Both of those coming inside of 10 laps to go in the stages. Stage 1 and Stage 2. But now that we've hit this final stage, a lot of good drivers eliminated, less cars in the draft, and we are in our best rhythm of the afternoon. And now that we're inside of 15 laps to go this time around, everybody is running that outside lane, but we know it's just a matter of time before they start dicing once more. We've seen some experimenting. When does the next run come?
You can't wait too long. If you do, especially if you're outside the top 15, like Nick Sanchez was falling all the way to 18th now at the back of this line here. You need this to happen sooner than later. Think about cautions that could potentially take laps away, and once it starts, you'll end up 2 and 3 wide, and then you can't go anywhere. So you want this to start happening sooner or later, especially if you're outside the top 10.
Well, if you're asking, why doesn't everybody do that? We saw it work out for Sammy Smith. Sanchez did the same move. It did not work out for him. He has a good car, but the gaps didn't open up. We saw him fade all the way to the back of the pack.
Let's get an update. All guy running second, Dylan.
Well, I just want to recap their day. Spoke with Jim Coleman, the crew chief, earlier today, and he said scoring points is
Austin Hill is on the last 17 laps, almost 18 laps.
Guys, they're racing, so that's mission accomplished. They can kind of go for the win now. Don't know if there will be any sort of team games being played to try to assist the 8 car if he drops down at all to try to get both junior motorsports cars a little bit further forward. But all guys liked his car all day today. Is in a really good spot. Came to potentially lead the inside lane if somebody bails out of the top.
And Dylan, as we talk points, how about Sammy Smith and the ground he's made in the standings as they run +1, came into this race -24, and crew chief Philip Bell was very optimistic, said we need to make good ground in the standings. They've done that so far. He also said we have to race aggressively. Aggression was a word I heard from the team over and over again. We've seen that from Sammy today. He actually said you have to be aggressive to stay out of trouble, was his view. Didn't have a ton of confidence on super speedways before last year's win, but the team said after that win, something has kind of clicked with him. Right now, spotter Frankie Kimmel just giving him reads on where the momentum is going to be building so he can make good
aggressive. I think that was the drinking word in the garage this weekend because everyone said it. It doesn't matter if you're playing offense, if you're playing defense, you have to be aggressive with your moves. And I feel like the best is yet to come in that regard as everyone tries to make something happen.
That gets dropped down. Nick Sanchez finally has a friend there. They're fighting the side draft here down the backstretch. They can't get anyone to drop down with them. It's such a helpless feeling there. As Jeb looks down, he couldn't commit to it. His cousin let him back in line there. Those two worked so well together to get to the front earlier, and I think they're trying to sort of set something up where they can work together again.
I don't understand why Sanchez isn't side drafting. He's coming off the corner and staying way down. I don't know if that car's hot, and maybe that's why he's running down there, just trying to get air to it, but it's not helping Eckes in front of him at all. Those cars super slow on the straightaway by themselves. This lap traffic plays a huge effect also as you pass those cars. It'll slow down the cars that are initially passing them from the air and allow the cars behind to catch up a little bit.
Did you guys know that they're trying to take away LMNOP? I'm not fucking standing for it.
Maybe Jesse Love, as you look at
there's a lady who was like, we should reinvent how we say the ABCs. And she was like, when we get to that part, instead of being LMNOP, we should be LMNOP. She like wanted us to like slow it down, change it. And I'm saying that's fucking bullshit. You could take away a lot of things. You can make everything more expensive. You can be a jackass. You can fucking do all this dumb ice shit. But I will not stand for them trying to take away LMNOP from us.
I feel like Love is trying to get that.
That's where I fucking draw the line.
On the entry to one, you'll see him back up, and I feel like he's intentionally backing up to Eric to try to get that run time out. You'll do that multiple laps in a row to try to figure where you can let up, how much you can slow down, and you're also trying to mess up the rhythm.
11 laps to go.
Because they know you're doing that, so they're backing up as well. But as you see him doing that,
Brandon Jones going a lap down.
That's trying to figure out how much can I slow down. Now I'm wide open. How much of a run can I get down the front straightaway? Can I back up into Eric Almirola, who's right behind me?
Brandon Jones 16 laps down.
Your plan works when you need it.
Right, and it's a delicate game. You're using the brakes, you're lifting a bit, you're trying to figure out that rhythm and mix of the pedals to figure out exactly how to do that, where the timing works best. Should it happen on the front stretch? Should it happen on the back stretch? These are all the things you're testing and plotting right now when you're in his position, thinking that, hey, this could ride up top all the way to the last lap. What's going to do? I've got to figure that out.
10 laps to go, and you think about the historical perspective, Austin Hill being out front, an opportunity to get to double digits in wins at the drafting tracks. He's already the all-time wins leader. Look who he's in front of. Earnhardt and Stewart are Hall of Famers. They have 8. Dale Jr.'s in the Hall of Fame. He has 7 drafting wins in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Hill could hit 10 today and sweep the season here at Talladega.
I've watched hundreds of races on tracks like this. I've been a part of a lot of them. And my heart still takes off when he gets to the end. And you still, because you know all of the thoughts that are going through these drivers' heads and what they want to have happen, what they're trying to make happen. And it doesn't take just the move you make. It takes the people around you to make decisions as well that don't crush you and that can maybe benefit you as well.
Big guys, be ready. Be paying attention. The moves are coming anytime from anybody.
Right, that's what you're doing if you're in his position, Austin Hill. You're just simply thinking, where's it going to come from? Where's the run? Who's going to make the move? Where's the line going to happen? So we see that some of the cars back there trying to make something happen on the bottom, led by Nick Sanchez. He's been the most aggressive at that throughout this entire run. Jeff Burton looks like he tried to get there and help them That's not working out for him. And as I look back there, I see Eckes, Sanchez, Daniel Dye. Well, why not? You know, at this point, Carson Cuomo, for sure. Why not try and help that bottom lane? Get down to the bottom, try to make some momentum. And I love, you know, obviously I love Will's position because he's leading. But I also like the fact that if Allgaier pulls out, it's his teammate behind you. You got to think if Jesse Love has a choice to help Allgaier or help Austin Hill, he's going to help his teammate. Hey, I think Daniel Dye listened to me. He dropped down right there.
8 laps to go, and you talk about when do you make the move. And the other thing I would add now that we're inside of 10 laps remaining is the reminder, once you take the white flag, if the caution comes out, at that point, the race is over. And so you want to make sure you're in the right position at the white because you may not get a chance to make that move if the caution flies. Just another thing to have in the back of your mind as we come to 7 laps to go.
If I'm Allgaier, though, if I have my choice, I don't want to make my move for the last lap. I want to wait as long as I can. It's so hard inside of the car. They're counting these laps down for you. But you want to wait till the very end. If you're back where Eric is, you want to do it like a couple of laps to go. You might need a little more time.
It's the weirdest feeling because it's sort of calm. Your heart rate can be a little bit lower and you're just waiting for that moment, anticipating almost. It's like watching a scary movie and waiting for the jump scare. You know it's coming, but you just don't know when. That's how some of these drivers are feeling as they ride the line, right? You're running 10,000 scenarios through your head of if he does this, this is what I'll do. You're going through all of those scenarios. You see those guys getting 3 flies in the back, and that only helps them with the front. They got to be single file and kind of work as a group to get to the front. You can't be passing each other on the bottom.
Yeah, we talk about Austin Hill and how good
Actually, a good analogy that they made.
You look at the top
it's like you're watching a scary movie,
waiting
waiting for the jump scare.
It's their career victories in this configuration. Yeah, Austin Hill is the best, but
you know it's coming, but
a pair of wins for Jesse Love. Eric Almirola has 2, and Sammy Smith went to victory lane in this race a season ago. They're all capable, and they've all done it before, experiencing a celebration in this style of racing. 6 laps now, 5.5 they decided at Talladega.
Now the patience is just incredible of these guys in the front to lap after lap to stay disciplined. As you see Jeff Burton, I think, pulling the line right here. His cousin Harrison right behind him. They worked really well together earlier in the race. Sanchez with them as well.
They were being aggressive just a lap or 2 earlier. They were trying to link up there with Nick Sanchez. They've now done that. The colleague cars of Eckes and Daniel Dye just got back to the top lane. They work. There for Chip Burton as he went up in front of his teammate Blaine Perkins.
5 laps to go. Austin Hill leading. And I think about their regular season, won 3 times and then lost all of his playoff points when he was suspended for that rough driving incident. And that loss of playoff
really
points,
hurt him.
even though he made the playoffs, he didn't have those to lean on in the postseason, so he failed to advance from the round of 12 to the round of 8. He's been eliminated. He said, my focus is go out and win races down the stretch. And that 21 car still a part of the owner's equation when you talk about the championship side of things. So something to race for as he comes back to 4 to go.
If I'm the 7 car, I'm going to watch my outside. Jesse Love's notorious to get to your outside. He's got a lot of momentum. His teammate in front of him. Got to protect that. I saw the last time through. Oh, you see Blaine Perkins really loose right here, trying to block Eckes on his inside.
I'm surprised. They had 4 or 5 cars at one point there at the bottom. Good cars.
Big picture here.
That just weren't able to make the bottom materialize. No one else wanted to drop down with them.
They coming back to
4 to go.
Here, all the spotters. Everybody's preaching the same thing. So hard to do inside the car.
Well, I think one of those radios was Jesse Love, who's plus 44. You don't want to do something crazy to throw away the advantage you created. As you think about Martinsville next weekend, even though you desperately want to go win this race and not get to Phoenix.
Jesse Love's not thinking about that right now. I'm telling you, he's thinking, how am I going to win this race? He's not thinking about points and how can I get to the front right here.
Going to be 3 laps to go.
Allgaier starting to move around just a little bit. Thinking Austin look in his mirror. These guys have been incredible. I can't believe we've made it to 3 to go without any of those front 5.
Yeah, no one's made a move yet.
To do something.
How long are they going to wait to try to make a move?
Joining Christian Eckes. I'd be surprised if Blaine Perkins is able to clear them if he doesn't drop down. Same with Jeff Burton.
Here comes some guys, but they're far back.
5 or 6 cars that bottom lane isn't going to work. And should have some momentum. There goes Jeb. He drops down in front of Christian Angus. He's gonna have a little bit of momentum.
There's some momentum, yeah.
Able to get a row or two right here. Pretty good position there for Burton if they can stall out the outside lane. You got to think that one of these guys, Sammy Smith, is going to be watching. They're going to do it. They see the momentum coming right here. Look at the Love. He's going to have a run right here. Watch Jesse Love, the two-car. The 19.
Oh, man.
Austin Hill leading, 2 laps to go. Love out of line.
Here comes Jesse Love. Made I think a smart move. Oh, here we go. And, oh, man. That was a hard hit. Man, that was a hard hit by Almirola.
Yeah, that was a big wreck for Eric. Got turned head on.
Man.
We'll go to overtime.
We'll have overtime. It'll probably be another red flag, honestly.
Yeah, just a really hard, awkward.
I think if it's just
it was. They were
I think we have a 15-minute red flag and still be able to be good.
The middle, got caught there, tried to slot back in, caught the 19 at the same time, and turned the 19 into the 27, who he ricocheted off of into the wall. Damage for Jeb Burton. Looking
God,
for
that
his
was crazy.
third win at Talladega.
God, Almirola.
We just kept waiting.
That a hard hit.
Said he's all right.
Just kept waiting for that move to be made. And then once everyone started going, just couldn't get set.
I think he said, yeah.
That's what shot Almirola out of line and brings out our 5th caution of the day. AMR safety team hustles over.
So here they are. It starts to get stacked up on the top. Jesse Love basically gets forced to the bottom in some respects. I think that was a tick earlier than he wanted to go. He probably wanted to wait until the 27 was further up there. Then the 8 there, Sammy Smith goes to the middle. The 27 puts him 3 wide, and at that point he wanted to sort of get back up. Eric Almirola was also trying to cover him down. At the same time, gets turned into Jeb Burton. Ricochets off him into the wall in front of the field there. Really scary angle to be turned towards the outside wall. Yeah, the 19 had a bad angle hitting the outside. As you see, the 8
Yeah, it was about a 33.5-minute green flag run.
3 wide right there. Watch the 19.
Longest of the
He gets
day.
turned up into the wall. And Daniel Dye also had a massive hit on the inside wall.
Almirola could have gone over. Imagine he got hit by somebody while he was in midair like that.
1, 10 cars involved. The crash toward the end of stage 2 collected 6
Could have been
vehicles.
worse.
And 5 cars a part of this one that will lead us to overtime to finish things at Talladega.
That's still pretty bad.
And the headliner, Eric Almirola, running up front, turned hard into the wall, and as we talked about, nearly went up and over in front of the traffic that was driving by.
Such a shame for Jeb Burton as well, who's getting back up there in that bottom lane. I believe, as you mentioned, Jamie, behind them, yeah, the Daniel Dye gets turned there.
Yeah, the 10 car is about 2 back right here. You see him, the red, yellow car. He gets spun around, and I saw the angle from the aerial view. He went down, huge impact on the inside wall as well. Very similar to what Eric had in the outside wall. Maybe see it a little better from this perspective. Watch the 1 car as well back there. He barely sneaks by. One of our playoff drivers sees all this, tries to get some. Look at Daniel Dye right here. Watch this impact right here. Oh, it's almost it was a front, but also almost a right side square into the wall.
Very reminiscent of Justin Allgaier there. Yeah. Off turn 2.
Yeah, reminded me what happened springtime a year ago.
Yeah,
that was at the end of stage 1 when Allgaier hit the wall so hard.
I think that Daniel saw the wreck and started to slow down, and Sanchez was behind him. Just didn't see what was going on right there. As we ride on board with Jeb Burton, we'll see his perspective. You see Sammy Smith moving down.
Yeah, it was just a fucking crazy hit.
Jeb was just
Bam, got airborne.
He saw was
A
the
fucking
19, the 19 was going to get hooked right there.
like a fucking dweeb.
This is riding on board with Daniel Dye. You're going to see he slows down. as he does, he gets turned and.
Oh, Daniel Dye took a hard ass hit too. I didn't even see that. Oh. Glad he's all right.
See Daniel climbing out after the wreck. It's great to see.
For those of you joining us for ACC football, Washington State getting number 18 Virginia. Coverage will begin over on News Nation at 6:42 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 3:42 on the West Coast. To find News Nation on your screen, go to newsnationnow.com. We'll get you to live coverage on the CW when we're finished here at Talladega. Kickoff is set there at 6:45 Eastern Time. Pit road open. Carson Quapple going to come down and get service, Kim.
Yeah, a couple of cars very concerned about their fuel, including the 1 and the 8 of Sammy Smith. He was trying to get off the banking, so I think this is just going to be fuel only for Carson Quapple to make sure that they can make it to the end with this extra time in green, white, checker flag.
Yeah, I wondered about that, and you know, so many times overtime.
Yeah, there were some hard hits. And Sammy Smith is slow. Coming to pit road. He's waving for a truck. Waving for a truck.
When you come in 24 below the playoff cut line, you're running in the top 5 and in a position to do an outstanding job to help your cause. And already he's fallen 8 points below the cut line. Yeah, you're going to have more than 20 cars on the lead lap. So this is a very tough situation for Sammy Smith.
Try to get fuel to it before you try to fire. Just try to get fuel into the carburetor.
Oh my gosh, that's a helpless feeling for the 8 car right there to not have damage. And when you heard them talk about getting fuel to it before these
Sammy
engines,
Smith
if you try to fire
below
it,
the cut line.
the fuel in there, it will fire for a second and then die again. It's a very hard process to get it refired.
Well, and then you think about teammates, right? What's going on is it going to impact everyone at Junior Motorsports? What's up with the 7 car, Dylan?
Yeah, let's get Jim Pullman, the crew chief for all Geyer slots. Okay, teammates are starting to run out. What's the level of concern for you?
Very big. Yeah, we're going to have to come down and top it off with fuel with the point situation we're in. So, yeah, we're going to have to.
All right, you feel like you guys are going to be able to drive back through here?
Yeah, Sammy Smith was just minus 1 when the caution came out. Now he's minus 11.
To the good when that yellow came out, and then with the 1 and the 8 starting to run out, the decision made come down to just be safe.
And here's the other thought on all of this, just to infuse a little more drama, and that is the sunset rule. As the sun continues to set here in Central
28
Alabama,
minutes to go.
Eastern time, 6 o'clock local. Once we hit that time, there will be 2
So
laps
I mean,
to
there
go.
would be racing after 7 p.m. if we were to get to that. I don't think we'll get to that at this point.
Be fine, but it's something you have to be aware of if you're these race teams. Should we get a couple of more overtimes?
This is going to be close, though. This is going to be close. Does the 8 beat them off pit road?
I think he's going to make it. It looks like to me like he's far enough in front of him. He's going to just clear them.
And all you, this is the only lap, right? I mean, you just got to be able to make that work, and he does.
He got to push just in time.
And he had to be incredibly patient there because you can't just plug it in and start to fire the motor. They have to make sure there's fuel pressure and then fire it, otherwise it'll die, Kim.
You see Jesse Love, they're going to go on offense and take tires since they had to come for fuel anyway. He thought he had saved enough, but then as that caution came down, or under the pace laps, the caution laps, he did say he lost fuel pressure, so better safe than sorry, they're going to fill it up.
So Jesse Love pits. Let's get his team radio. Here's Austin Hill.
Yeah, I just stuttered a little bit. For some reason, or stutters. I mean, yeah, if you think you're out, we're going to have to come. I probably should have pitted. 7 out of 2 just did it. I didn't even know it was pitting. I was sitting here talking about that.
So the teammate feeling the other side of it. And boy, has this race been turned upside down. Caution comes out, a lap and a half to go. And we knew it was tight for everybody based on the way the stages were set up and when you would make your pit stops. And because we've gone to overtime running these extra laps, it has compromised the situation for a lot of these race teams.
Well, and historically, when you're riding a line up top like you do there, that's when these teams will save a lot of fuel. You're able to ride partial throttle. You can extend it very far. We see that at Atlanta.
Gonna get 1 to go this time.
But he didn't know, and he was leading the top. So most likely using more fuel than anybody else. And the further back you are in that top groove, the less fuel you use. But you got to think all these guys get very similar fuel mileage, and to see all those cars having to pit, knowing they came to pit road the same time, you got to think the 21's going to have to pit here.
And you see all of them on the flat. That's because the fuel runs away from the pickup, which is at the right rear corner of the fuel cell. So they'll all ride on the flat off the banking when they're going slow here, trying to keep fuel going to that pickup and obviously using as little fuel as you possibly can.
Yeah, so it's going to be close.
He stays out again.
Green, white checkered at Talladega. It's a long, long time.
Well, then you worry about if you
Somebody's
have a
pitting.
stumble.
Who's that?
When you
I don't
get
even know.
green, and what that does to stack everybody up and create another caution and have a bunch of damage.
So the spring race here last year, we were in this same position late in the race. My car stumbled as we got going in the lead. The two got the back of us. We ended up wrecking. That's the risk. If it even stumbles for a second, if you have another car right behind you pushing you, that could mean you're turned to the wall after that.
We're doing the choose here, and look at those playoff drivers that made pit stops. Carson Quapple, the best of the bunch, going to restart just outside the top 10, but he's got a real opportunity to make something happen here, especially when you consider all those drivers in front of him did not pit.
Well, we're going to have some more fuel issues.
2-lap race to the end.
Look at this and the opportunity here. I
Man,
mean,
look at all
Austin
this.
Hill, who's the best ever in the draft.
Yep.
Behind him, a bunch of drivers, something
They're just saving fuel.
and not one at all in their career.
I mean, it's just drafting off of there, and there's zero still beside all those other guys. Yeah.
I mean, Honeyman's never won. Williams, Eckes, Blaine Perkins, 7 of the top 10 have never won in the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
And for these cars that chose the outside lane, they're having to ride through the banking here
These are
slow
so
as
great.
those cars that are on the bottom lane can go to the apron, which has a lot less banking, keep more fuel
It's gonna be
to
awesome.
the right side of the fuel cell. You'll see them keep
Awesome
weaving.
finish.
That's not to help their tires, that's to keep the fuel at the back right rear corner of the fuel cell.
Overtime rules, 2-lap shootout. Once a leader takes the white flag, next flag ends the race, whether that's the caution or they get back to the checkers. But what the top 10 definitely does not want to see, caution before we get the white flag, which means another restart. We have unlimited attempts.
Man,
and
look
with
at
the field
them.
question marks for all those drivers in
All right,
the
y'all,
top
get
10.
in your line.
Multiple overtimes could be disastrous. Here's 21 Radio.
Almost like we have to go bottom just because of the fuel situation. For sure. We're overthinking it. We got to race. What it is, what it is. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be.
They're in a unique position because they're out of the playoffs, the drivers portion of this, and they're going for the win. He's going for his 10th win on a drafting track.
All right,
All
it's
these
going to be a
cars trying to
2-lap
slow that
shootout.
You don't want to have an air bubble.
If we reach the white flag, the next flag ends the race.
Talladega presented by Credit One.
Green flag.
Austin Hill and Josh Williams.
So far, so
Josh
good.
Williams
Looks
on the
like
front
all
row.
those cars
Well,
are
Hill's pulling away a little bit.
bit.
Josh Williams out.
Look at Carson Quapple. He got fuel.
And
Look at
that's
that outside lane.
big.
Austin Hill.
Austin Hill pulls away.
Can he hang on?
Carson's still got a lot of momentum. Looks like most of those cars are going to go with him. Sanchez stuck in the middle. Carson might be in a great position right here because he is going to have the most fuel.
Angus jumps up in that outside lane in front of Quapple.
But can the 21 even make it a massive gap out there?
Oh my God.
Gets down to the bottom.
Honeyman hanging with Austin Hill. Remember, once we get the white flag, next flag ends the race. Quapple coming strong in the outside lane.
It's so unorganized right
Are we
now.
going to reach the white flag?
Fortunate to get my Blaine
Looks like we will.
As Eckes is in the outside row, we'll see where the momentum's going to be. Sanchez has a big around through the middle.
White flag is in the air. One more time around at Talladega.
Flag is out. Next flag ends it at Talladega. Austin Hill trying to get the season sweep.
Oh, man. Here comes Nick Sanchez, trying to get the win. Allgaier's not going to do much there. Here's a big run. And Nick Sanchez on the wall.
Sanchez into the wall. If we get a caution, it's over. Hill leads. Eckes is second. Quapple is third.
I don't think there's going to be enough. Eckes is going to try, but I don't think it will.
Can the 7, look at the run the 7 has getting to the 1.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Nope. Not going to be enough.
Outside lane, Carson Quapple.
Austin Hill is going to win at Talladega once again.
Austin Hill is going and wins. 2 in a row at Talladega for driver 21.
It looked like Hill was swerving
Yeah, Nick Sanchez hit the wall. Jaden Twinpick wins.
Look at that top five. Austin Hill,
Cesar Baccarella finished 5th.
Allgaier, Christian Eckes, and Cesar Baccarella with a top 5 finish. Unreal.
Fuck you. I mean, like, it's reasonable that they hate you. I don't even hate him. But, like, he's kind of making me hate him. It's like, people have a reason to hate you.
Not to be. 14 career wins for Austin Hill. 10 have come in the draft. 2 at Talladega. And this had been the place where he couldn't get it done. Prior to this year, even though he had been good at Talladega, he had never finished the deal, had never had a top 10 finish at this place. Wins in the springtime and dominant today, leading 48 laps, sweeping the stages, and hanging on in overtime to punch out another win.
Talk about it every time we come to these type of tracks. Best drafting driver, also in the best car. And when you put that together, it's incredible what Austin Hill, that whole RCR group has been able to do. Those guys at Welcome put a lot of effort in to these type tracks, and Austin's been able to capitalize on it for them a lot.
And now the victory burnout presented by Krispy Kreme, because every win deserves something sweet, and so do you. Head to your local Krispy Kreme on Monday to get an original glazed dozen for only $12 with the code BURNOUT. And before you ask Jamie, yes, I'll make my way to the drive-thru.
So there's some donuts for the donuts. I like it. It's good play.
Let's talk about drivers clinching a spot in the championship 4. Hill does it on the owner's side, but on the driver's side, Allgaier for an 8th time in his career is going to the championship 4. Just remarkable what he's done.
All right, yeah, that's a good talk.
To defend his championship in Phoenix. And his teammate, the rookie sensation who's been outstanding all year long, had the top 5 streak in today, but Connor Zilich is going to Phoenix to run for the championship, fitting for him after recording 10 wins on the campaign. Why today at Talladega? It takes us overtime to settle it. Fuel mileage, a part of the equation. But it doesn't matter what you throw at him. Austin Hill always finds a way in the draft. Celebrating for a second straight time in Talladega. We hear from Austin Hill next on CW.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing starting within 5 minutes. It also reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Zoe?
That's the one. Today, you're meeting for coffee. They're gonna love you. And then before you know it, hey, you're meeting the family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. What a great day. What a no-take day. What a messed up.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
From racetrack to road, Mobil One Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
Next, ignite your weekend with a CW Football Saturday doubleheader. First, Washington State heads to Charlottesville for a showdown with number 18 Virginia and their high-powered offense. Then, it's Pac-12 After Dark as Lafayette takes on Oregon State under the lights. CW Football Saturday is coming up next on the CW.
It starts with an idea, a seed. Homegrown, hand-picked, a team grows in Brooklyn.
College Hills and Justin Allgaier should advance to the
6:30 on Yes and the Gotham
championship
Sports app.
4 following post-race inspection. Really?
When you're seriously
In the
injured,
first race
every
without
dollar
winning?
counts. At Stanley Law, we won't settle for less. Using the
Ian
Stanley
Zillow shouldn't
system,
have a good
we bring
race
in
either.
top
That's
medical
crazy.
Experts, accident reconstructionists,
That big,
and
William.
economists to prove the full extent of your injuries. We know the difference between a lowball settlement and a maximum award. Just get here. You only get one shot. Together, we make it count.
Ryan Phelps is calling all first-time car buyers. We currently have the strongest first-time buyer program ever. Our program requires no cosigner and zero credit, with good interest rates on vehicles up to $26,000, often with less than $500 down. No credit, no cosigner, good rates, amazing dealer. Ryan Phelps Auto, located in Auburn, Phoenix, Sodas, and soon to be Rome, with an A+ reputation and nearly 300 vehicles. First-time buyers, let's go and see why everyone is buying from Ryan.
You've tuned in for college football. You can find Washington State and Virginia airing right now on News Nation. We'll get you there as soon as we wrap things here at Talladega Superspeedway, where Austin Hill has won and trying to make his way to victory lane. I think he's lost. We update the standings. One race to go in the round of 8. We told you Zilich and Allgaier have clinched a spot in the championship 4. Jesse Love is really good on points at plus 40. And look at Quapple there, plus 11. Sammy Smith, 11 below the cut line. Let's hear from that man that finds himself above the cut right now with 1 to go. Carson Quapple with Dylan.
Yeah, they were minus 11 coming in, plus 11 now. That last lap looked so chaotic. How much of that was you just driving on instinct? How much of that was you listening to TJ up on the roof to guide you through all that chaos?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's all about the pushers behind you and where the air is and stuff. And, we were able to jump up right away on the start and gain a few rows by rolling the top. We had some help behind us that was kind of propelling us through the field. And once you get racing in the top 3 like we were, or top 5 like we were there in the last lap, it's really anybody's race to win, right? Obviously, I think the favorite is the leader, obviously, but whenever you have a big run of that, and the 7 did a great job pushing me about the 16 and almost getting me to the 21, but just can't thank these guys enough on this. Johnny Morris, Bass Pro Shops, Clarion Technology, Chevrolet. They brought me a car as fast as Xfinity Mobile all race, and I honestly think JRM really improved our speedway stuff since the last time we were here. And we all qualified almost in the top 10, which is not abnormal for us, but definitely a step in the right direction. So just can't thank everybody enough on this team for giving me a really fast race car. And it sucks coming up second, but we really swung the points quite a bit today.
Yeah, the day that they needed for sure. Even though it's not a win, still a really great day. Quapple in a good spot heading to Martinsville next week.
That's his 3rd runner-up.
Just under a 2-minute green flag run to end the race, too.
Mobil 1 winning moment. He was all over the track. He thought he was out of fuel, Jamie, but no, just blocking. Let's get to Mobil 1 victory lane. Kim Kuhn with the winner.
Yeah, Austin Hill getting out of his car in victory.
That's what I'm trying to say. You don't want Dom to...
The excitement of his crew.
He's been a
Sweeps
bitch.
the Talladega races for 2025.
He's going to go walleye fishing.
Under the pressure of not only overtime, but a fuel situation. Your teammate and a number of other top contenders had to come down for fuel. How nervous were you in the closing laps that you were going to run out?
Honestly, I really wasn't that nervous. As soon as my crew chief, Chad, said that we should have at least 2.5 gallons, I knew I was saving fuel and leading. But we slowed the pace down a lot, leading the pack, and nobody was really making a move. So I was like, well, if we get a late race caution, I might as well just keep saving here. And so I thought that we were going to be close, but I thought that we were going to make it. I started having some fuel pressure issues like some of the others. I dropped down the apron, immediately came back up. That was one reason why I chose the bottom, but the bottom had been good all day. So, man, I can't thank all these guys enough, though. On this 21 team, our Bennett Chevrolet was as fast as Xfinity Mobile all day. Everybody at RCR, ECR engines are so strong every time we come here. I wouldn't want to have anything else under the hood. But with how my last part of my season has went, without how the last half part of my season has went, with everything that's went on.
RC coming in for a hug.
You got a great job, man.
Hey, man. But with everything that's went on and getting knocked out of the playoffs, I knew I was still in the Owners' Championship, and that's one thing I want to do for that man right there, Richard Childress, is get him an Owners' Championship. If I can't get the drivers, we at least got to get the owners. So, so special. Always fun to be on these super speedways and to win here at Talladega back-to-back. That's something really cool.
Double-digit wins.
No, that wasn't missed. They mentioned that on the broadcast.
Fourth win of the year for Austin Hill. Gets the sweep at Talladega next Saturday night.
I mentioned it on here.
At Martinsville. That's the next stop. The penultimate race in 2025 and the one that will introduce us to the championship.
2 Xfinity races left.
Zillage, Justin Allgaier have clinched. Who joins him? Find out Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Times when our coverage begins from the paperclip on CW. Thank you for watching. Congratulations, Austin Hill. Football comes your way next.
That's golden hour.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced,
Alrighty, y'all.
retransmitted, or used in any form.
I'm going to end this shit right here. I will be live tomorrow at probably 1:50, 1:45, 1:50, something like that. For the cup race, and yeah. End this shit right here. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.